Hello, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? What's good, Magazi? What's good, Black Moon? What's good, Lynx? What's good, Fleps? Let me go ahead and get this doc open. What's up, Sauce? All right, we ended on 120. I just had some great food. Okay, great it's an overstatement. A new little spot around the corner, down the street. It was worth it. Gotta clear my throat because that food was so good. And I had this like, the drinks are okay. The food better. The fries were good. The burger was pretty good. It's pretty good. I sound tired. No, I'm chilling. Mike's so good, everybody sense my emotions like deep within, even the ones I don't know. Bro said he does got the itis. What's up, Quake? Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what we came here for. Why is there go the music? There it is. Gonna have a food come after this. It was just a burger and some fries, man. Nothing crazy. Gotta put some ice in my cup. Edited by Sonia Tagari, Ethan LeBlanc, and Lucas Soto. What do these niggas do? How many chapters are we going through? I did 7 yesterday, so I'm gonna try and get through at least 7 today. Let's get to the peak. All right, let's get straight to it then. All right, this episode 120. Let's get into it, man. I got my doc open to the side. Hopefully the background music is cool. Put on that palm tree theme. I don't think I will. I'm just gonna enjoy this trash ass lo-fi. I don't know how I feel about this one. All right, yes, 120. All right. Time to lock. It's time to lock. Let me fix my mic real quick. All right. I can smell the food I had. That's crazy. All right, we got Jose. Hey, this is a good angle. This hold on. Let me note this, because there's a point I want to make about the art that Ordeal has, where Brent will break characters out of the frame I akin this to like a pop-up book a little bit. Even though it's in a 2D space, it feels so much more, you know, active. I like that. Let me go ahead and note this real quick. So the details on the wings. Yeah, he did his thing with Jose. Well, yeah, Jose's design isn't bad. I mean, he did have him guest aura farming, like teaser aura farming. So Jose's not horrible. He just got did kind of trash. I can't tell. I don't think. I'm trying to see if these are like perfectly parallel. I think they are. Like this is the same as this. I think they are. For some reason, this one, I think it's just the lighting. I think the way he did the lighting, you can. It feels like this wing isn't the same as this wing, which is kind of good though. All right, let's lock. As much as we'd like to stick around and play, our Lord does not take kindly to slackers. We're on assignment just as you are. Okay, so he flexed his wings, flapped, literally, flew up, and then landed on some calm shit. And then he said, get rid of them, Lath, I'll wait. This is Aura. This is Aura. Yeah, like his design right here, this isn't a bad design. I'm lucky trying to figure out where this fit came from. Like, this latex ass suit he got on. This is not a normal, this is not like, it's not skin, bro. Like, where did you get this fit? Well, their design is good. Yeah, he wasted so much potential. Hispanic Amun Ra. Hey, shout out him, bro. Loki Brent should have had him. Brent was like slick with the Spanish. He should have threw a whole sentence in here, not English. That would have been fire. All right, here go Lath. Here go Lath. This was kind of clean. This was also kind of clean. I like when Shay uses Venter, like when he just uses Venter with the shield. We'll get into it as we scroll, but it's just nice. Like, it's just nice to see him actively use Venter after it being gifted to him last season. Now, Andrea, I don't know, man. Like, and then like I said in the last stream, like Noro just went straight into her shadow. Sheesh. Jose had presence. The ice is so beautiful. Yeah, we'll get to it. I do like the way Brent draws ice. Sorry, I'm staring at this. I just like it. Like, I like the way they leap in. Because, like, even back here, like, if we really want to analyze this part real quick, obviously everybody, they're both in focus, even their objects. But, like, the background is very clearly blurred. And the first time you read it, maybe it's just me, but you almost forget, like, you know they're leaping in, but you almost forget where they're leaping in from. But if you notice right here, it's very clear. They literally jump right over. Well, actually, Shay did burn through his, but they jump right from where they were straight into action. I really wanted more Andrea fights this season. He got on the Super Android 13 bodysuit. That's so funny. She needs to put some damn shoes on. Rest in peace, Andrea. She's not dead, but she might as well be again. And then so you see how he landed. You can kind of see his arm right here, a little teaser. They go into action, and then he kind of like actually pull out his arm. What he really about to do, right? Shoots out the strands, capture Shay immediately. This was smart. This was smart on his part because Shay is the bigger threat. Bren likes having the dogs out. It works for, it definitely works for certain characters. Again, smart on his part because Shade's a bigger threat. Shade or Andrea knows that it's paper. I know she looked at it like paper. like imagine like that's exactly how you read this paper. She's like, the fuck? Hold on, is chat showing up? Let me see if that text pops up. I don't think it is. What happens if I refresh? There we go. There we go. That should help. That should help fix all that. What's up, Naomi? What I take? You talking about Late's talent? But I have his. His talent isn't bad. Like, just imagine if like Jamie, from like the wartime, Leo's mentor, if he had vicious canvas. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna make a video on that. No joke, I already have it written down too. Alright, so Andrea pulls up with the halberd. One thing I do like about Andrea using this weapon, and this is actually the only thing I like about it. I'm pretty sure the shield is just ass. But when we first see it in 117, it's not glowing. But when she actually grabs it, it glows. I do like that. I do like that. Alright, Cameo Lathe. Vicious Canvas, Talent Type, Creation. Late's left arm is covered by a fluid paper paste, which he can mold into solid paper shapes with astounding durability. Like, it's not that hard to just give a description like that, bro. Like, why did you hold my nigga Jose? Alright, see, he finna pull out a sword. Straight paper. My nigga is Paper Mache McGee to the max. Clashing straight with Andrea. While still holding on to Shay, by the way. Basically deflected her right here. Created something straight from his arm to send out. Still connected though. I wonder if this got cut off. Like, you see how it breaks right through? Looks amazing. I low-key want Late's power just for my art. If Jamie had that paper, he'd have beaten Thanatos. Alright, we got Shay. He's like, bro, get this paper off me. He tries and burns it. This is instinctual. He's like, let me, it's paper, so let me go ahead and set this shit ablaze. Smart man. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. I would be confused too. And then Jose, talkative ass. Ha ha ha. Those pages are chi infused, Ilios. They won't burn in Cameo flames. They'll resist all destruction from chi based attacks. Let's see how sharp your edge is. This is a good way to show. This actually expands on the power system. Let me add that too. 120. Nice. Kane was heavily nerfed by the pin? Pin? By the pin? Question mark? Pulls out Venture. Cuts it, because obviously it's paper, it can be cut, right? Easy money. Pin. God, that's what I thought. Grip that axe tightly. It will be your only defense against me. This is funny. This is actually hilarious. Because he creates this like thorn paper shit. He says this, and then Shay pulls out his shield. Like, nigga, you thought the axe was my only defense? No, I have an actual defensive object. This is clean though. I do wonder why it pulls out from the blue flames though. I think there might be an explanation for this, but I'm gonna look at it later. Blocks the thorn shit. Basically he don't even really strike this thing. He basically taps Venture on it and then it freezes. This was tough. This was tough. He didn't have to try and cut it, even though he for sure could have. But just to flex, he froze it, made it completely obsolete, has no more use anymore. Chew, the Norse weapon Vinter, I heard it was passed on from your deceased. Yeah, see, don't even get a chance to finish his sentence, because it's a 2v1. Still holding his blade. Andrea comes in with the shield bash. And then she says he mimics Shay's shield. This is interesting, because he's clearly mimicking its shape, but his talent already has good durability, so. But like, he obviously can't mimic the Vent or anything like that. He can just mimic the shape, but not the power. His just talent just already had good dura. Ettore Jero, and what does she use? Grant me divine light. So she lifts her halberd into the air, summons these chain shits, talking about divine light. Honestly, another reason I don't like this weapon is because if Alice's talent, Mikhail's hand, if her talent is chain based, this whole weapon was just a waste, bro. Like it has no purpose. Like it like I get the like Vinter Hisame sort of concept, right? Like there are grander elemental talents and there are sort of elemental talents that also are in weapons. But like, come on, my nigga. You could have just used, you could have simply, oh my gosh, I'm finna piss myself off again. Because not only could he have shown Alice's talent this season, but it almost makes even more sense for him to have Andrea use ass gear because she just met her uncle. She just saw that nigga. Like, imagine instead of using this shitty ass halberd, she remembers her uncle, especially from the conversation she just had with Aldrich, and then she pulls out ass gear. Oh my gosh, there's so much potential just in this little sequence right here. But then she pulls out whatever this was supposed to do, throws it at Lath, again, loving the breaking of the frame. It holds him. Honestly, it doesn't even hold him, it wraps around him. I do like the sort of uniqueness in the shapes of these chains. And then it clings to the ground, right? And then we got Shay with Mr. Orifarm. This was clean. And then he breaks out. Like this was nothing. It wasn't a problem for him. The manifestation being from the blue flames in the first place, probably. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're not the ones he's using. Those are sides of the shield. After a bum. That's funny. That's so funny. Alright, so Mr. Orifarm. I should just call him Mr. Walk Him Down, because if he really wanted this nigga dead, he really could have killed him. Like, what's up, Shinigami? Founding Father, you have gotten quite small in this generation. I wonder if he can actually see this. Like, I wonder if he's actually seeing this. I don't think so, but you never know. Contrary-wise, as you grow weaker with time, I and many others were built for the war of this age. This is a very literal statement because he was granted Veal's blood, allowing his potential to grow. You will bend your knee to us now, Lord Ilios. I do like the fact that they all refer to Shay as Ilios. Very nice consistency thing. Look, all right, so Shay swings Vinter with that nice little arc ground shake effect, you know, heavy. Look at how nervous he is. Oh, look at the sweat drop. He's like, oh fuck. He's like, oh fuck. Yeah, actually, I really like the choreography in this part of the episode too. And he hits him with a punch. Shay blocks it with the shield. W reaction, and then off the block, he does a back twist of the axe. But this also shows Lace reaction because he's able to block it as well. Look at where this is aimed though. Look at where this is aimed though. This is either hitting right here or anywhere down here, bro. Especially with how he's kind of ducking a little bit. Ducking a little bit in this scene. Yeah. So off the block, he basically rolls, like he hits a nice little pivot spin off this foot right here with the axe, swings it right there. But off this good reaction, he's able to block it as well. Even off the block though, he still is pushed back just because of force. Love that. Love showing a difference. And then this is the reason I put Venter Shay and like every other version of Shay in my ranking video, or in my ranking part of the stream I did that's 7 hours long. This is why I put them all in the same tier, because Shay at a base is just so strong even with Ilios, and he's using Ilios in conjunction with Venter. So if he wanted more firepower, if he wanted greater strength with Venter or with Ilios, he can use it. Shay doesn't, and specifically in this fight, he literally uses Ilios and Venter in tandem. So if it was just Shay and just like, or I should say, if it's just base Shay, no Ilios use in Venter, I'd probably put him a little bit lower. Not like really, not like that far, but the fact that he uses Venter and Ilios at the same time, outside of the shield, there's just reason to keep him basically on the same level, because he's damn near the same the entire time. The force of these blows. I like this visual as well too. Like, this is a good visual. You should be weaker. Your chi should have diminished with each generation. Talent saturation is the drawback of talent immortality. You are destined to grow weaker over time. This is a good visual. I like the way this looks right here. I always like the way this looks. So off the follow-up, off the burn, he goes for the axe swing again. Maybe you did. Maybe no longer possessing your own body has taken its toll on your strength, Ilios. Off the swing, nice, good cleave. I like these sharp lines, vibrant lines with the stroke to really show where Shay is aiming. Especially because since you can't actually see Venter. But again, Late actually has pretty good reaction. He's able to dodge this. If that is correct, is this boy's might only a fraction of what you once wielded? Oh, brother doesn't know anything. It doesn't make sense. Vessel of Ilios, what are you what are you waiting on? He's holding back, isn't he? And Leif, your ability to detect chi is laughable. So this obviously shows that Leif's got good physical capabilities, but his chi related capabilities, not that great. Can't you see the chi this boy is exuding is comparable to that of a 5-year-old? This was a crazy comparison though. This shows so y'all remember the scene in season 2 where the child Gaki is like trying to conceal his chi, but he can't, right? Obviously showing he hasn't mastered chi shrouding at all. But again, he should be like 12, 13 in that scene too. And Abijah can detect it. This obviously shows like the sort of skill gap and just sort of basic or more raw chi related capabilities, as Jose can detect this very accurately, whereas Leif can't at all. I also bring that up to say, like, this just shows how much Shay is holding back, because even the other thing is, like, we can't really gauge how much chi is actually being included. Like, we know he's comparable to a kid, but we don't know how much chi a kid has, right? So this comparison is actually like super crazy, right? But again, it just shows how greatly Shay is holding back. He's concealing his actual weight. Oh, another thing is that this should mean that Shay is suppressing his chi and not actually completely hiding it. He's concealing its actual weight. I'm going to have to get involved, aren't I? Look at this nigga. Your side has lost. The purity of Camille blood has been tainted. It will be as it once was. Off the Tomas, look. Such a clean visual. Come on. Look at the vibrancy of Tomas. Stays the same. Love it. Oh, what are niggas talking about? That nigga said Late's such a bum dog. Nagi Nachos are a beautiful weapon, though I all love almost all cold arm or pole arm weapons. I still want Shay to make a fire samurai sword, ice slash style. He basically already did. What's up, Rick James? That name is hilarious. Rengoku is goated. Wait, if Shay starts using a sword as his primary weapon, then he'd be like Rengoku, like a Rengoku character. I don't even think that's a good comparison. As a Ronin, that would be dope. Yeah, Samurai Sword just never fit Shay. It was cool seeing him use Muramasa in season 1 and season 2, but uh, uh, uh. This actually presents a problem. Hold on, let me get into it. Immediately off the pull, this nigga Jose grabs the truck. He looked like a scared kid, bro. Impossible. The gravity in the atmosphere just shifted. The sun, that sun is a near perfect replica. That means it has nuclear reactions in its core, but to create nuclear levels of chi in such a small mass, the amount of compressed chi must be astounding. The gravitational pull is only limited by its scale, and still, it is pulling me toward it even as it moves toward Lathe. It must be moving. Now, this was horrible. 100 meters per second? Come on, Brent. What the fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing? 100 meters per second? We got fucking... Shay is strongest in verse, right, Shay? He's definitely top 4. But I would put him strongest because he has talent killing potential. And likely infinite stamina. Likely. This is crazy. 100 meters per second? Come on, man. It's almost made me mad because, like, this technique shouldn't be moving this fast, for one. Or I should say this slow. Shouldn't be moving this slow. Unless Shay is, like, directly controlling how fast it's moving. Or his, like, flick speed literally changes how fast it moves. But even still, like, I guarantee this technique should be moving way faster. The perfect attack, it causes us to accelerate towards it while it speeds towards us. This is hilarious glaze because it's almost like Brent is like glazing his ability to create an attack. This is funny. This is funny to me. Like 100 meters per second? What are we doing, bro? Sonya's arrow moving so much faster than this. Why is Tomas not like, you know what? I don't want to dwell on it. All right, so we got the late capture of the technique. This was kind of cool to see as well. Completely surrounded it and minimized his own sphere. Damn near replicating Tomas. And then it blows up. Like it just blew up. And it's still contained it. To a degree. Because like there's still some destruction around here. But it's still contained it. Like he's not injured. He's perfectly fine. Is that all you've got, Ilios? And then he creates this like this goopy gop spear stuff. Mr. Walk Up Down. Standing perfectly still, not even worried about it. I witnessed my master. I've stared into the eyes of power. I know one when I see it. A true monster. This is a good scene. This is a good panel. Lathe feels no fear, only pride. I have slain monsters greater than you, Elias. See, it would have been kind of nice to know like who he could possibly be talking about. Like who like even Shay from season 2 is him. So like who could he possibly have fought that's comparable to Shay from even season 2? Like who could this possibly be in relation to? Like obviously just a bunch of no names, but like No names like who? Like who? All right, we got the Ettore Jero freaking. What even is this? What do you call this? Like, it's just a blade? Like what is this? Like, is there a specific name for it? Nigga talking about that one Titan general with the wind blade. A third of the verse walks faster than that Tomas. That's funny. Bullets are faster. Power scaling is a great skill. Everyone doesn't have it. 224. That's damn near what I calced. I think that's what I think that's close to the number I gave a child version of Veil. You're telling me Tomas moves as fast as the kid version of Veil? What are we doing? See, so actually, let's go back up to that real quick. So yesterday I was talking about speed related statements, like for scaling purposes. This is a very bad use of that, right here. Right, this is a very bad use of that because it's moving way slower than anyone would expect it to. Like, and if how do I say it? If this projectile can move this slow, then that directly translates to characters, at least in this sort of realm at this current point in time, are only reacting and moving at about this speed as well, right? Unless you are like taking into account like aim dodging instead of like, and he doesn't even dodge it, but like he just outright catches it basically. But this would be the equivalent of literally a baseball being shot at a pitcher from a machine, right? This would be like that equivalent. But you still have to have reaction speeds on that level, right? Somewhat. That's probably bad real world analogy, but you get the point I'm trying to make. But then if he tried to dodge it, obviously Tomas is supposed to be undodgeable, even though Jose dodges it. Brent really should have capitalized on that. That was kind of dumb. But so even if you're what's the point I'm trying to make? So even if you dodge it, that means you're at least able to like react and move at least this fast. Technically faster since you're able to move out of its trajectory. Like this was just like a bad use of what I was talking about yesterday, because it sets the speed scale really low, even though I'm pretty sure. No, Mango just said that bullets move faster, so like the the calc I did for Tevin and Lewis is faster than this. It's faster than this. So this grand technique is actually slower than bullets. The perfect, you know what? I'm not gonna dwell on it. Let's keep going. We're still on the first episode of the stream. Oh yeah, do y'all know what this is? Shay was outputting Chi at the age of 5. That might be a key detail. You would also have to say that 5-year-olds can move that fast too, a little bit, but I feel like that's not a good translation. I was able to estimate. I mean, that's not impossible. It's not impossible. I think I've seen a clip of like qualified and like good police officers able to gauge how fast a car is going. I mean, you could probably do the same thing with like baseball players and like pitches. It's not impossible. You just have to be good at it. I think Shay can control the speed of Tomas in the future with Girl in the alleyway. Shay shoots at Tomas at a rando mid-sentence. The projectile looks like a zombie's weapon. Kind of. What does it mean when a talent combusts? Combust? Huh? What does it mean when a talent combusts? Death, right? But if a guy can't die from combustion, the talent has reached a limit and chi is no longer fueling it. The question is, won't the chi grow? I'm not a fan of this neon green color. He needs to have like 3 zeros minimum. That's funny. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what you're what you're trying to say. It feels like you're asking 2 questions at the same time and like they're merging. You might have to rephrase that one. All right, off that, we get the launch. He clearly reacts to it. I'm just not really sure. Like, I guess he uses his little weapon that he makes to block it. And then she has like, what was this, 6? 6 more on standby. She should have sent 2 more after him, I'm not gonna lie. I'll cover you, Prince Heart, but I don't think you need it. Absolutely, he doesn't. You've changed since we last met. Back then, I could read you like a book. This is so funny. This is hilarious. And she's not wrong, because in season 2, in the first episode, she's literally reading Shay and Tevin like books. Doing the same, it's implied that they were doing this damn near the same maneuvers in the last, what, 4 times, I think? But now I believe no one but God can tell what's in your head. What are you up to, Shay Hart? Why did he kick the freaking thorn? He just aura farming. Like, this whole sequence, like, not necessary. Like, this is good. But this, like, we low-key should have got straight to this. Captain, at this point, you ought to silence their arrogance. It is time for you to get your hands dirty. I'm inclined to believe Lord Vayal will accept the late arrival of our shipment if it meant eliminating 2 threats. This was clean. This was clean. This was clean. This, jeez, I know. And then he hits the glow. Ooh, this was fire. And then he hit the aura farm pose. This was from the teaser, basically. Or the promotion pictures, I think. I was just hoping for some more time to observe the talent that probably created ours. I do still wonder why he says ours instead of mine. Unless he's like thinking of him and his talent as one, which could be possible. But you were right, Leith. It would be easier to just execute them. I also like, I think it was in my review in the comments, this panel parallels like Leo and Rokash. Kind of. Our next episode. I think I already mentioned what I wanted to about that one. I want him to use a gun. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? A gun? Come on, come on. Alright, alright. Look, there go to Aura Farm. He like, babe, that's how you do it. She's like, oh, okay. Still funny. Alright, this part is interesting. I already mentioned this part in my notes. And I will bring it up, and I think I'll bring it up in relation to Tevin specifically too, right? But I'm not sure if I want to bring it up separately, if I want to bring it up I think I'll bring it up earlier instead of later. Okay, code is being toyed with, isn't it? I've seen this duo before. This also didn't make sense because of like, when you think of their talents, this should be flipped around. This should be flipped around for two reasons. Their talents, I mean, like I get kind of why he's like this, but he's not like him at all. But like his talent has more range potential than his, or well, actually, I'll take that back. But his talent is directly elemental, which would relate him to him, especially because his talent is heat related, which was somewhat elemental in relation to Ilios. Anyway, but all veggies out there, are you cloning your followers? They have the same aura. He's replicating individual talent combinations. This still feels weird. Like, it doesn't make the most sense. Like, I like the idea of this, but like, their talents don't even work the same. Well, they only but even then, Shay kind of cuts through the star. And then their talents like don't work anything like each other, actually. Not even a little bit. Like, these niggas just got the same face. That's it. They may very well have the memories of other Titan generals as well. This concept is what I really like, though. This should have been expanded on more. This was weird because like they're a bad example of this. And then she says they have the same aura, which means they have like, however she thinks Veal is doing it, they just have the similar presences. However, I'm not really sure how, but maybe. The difference between these two and the two we faced before is that the captain has the stench of a Gaki. Which is interesting. This is also interesting because Andrea did fight Goro, which means she thinks he and Goro have a similar smell, basically, for her to even make that conclusion. What is his hairstyle? It's based off of Nara. Hot take, Takamura versus Yorichi. I don't care. Get that shit out of here. We all thought Jose was Chimera Tevin. And I don't know who we is. I don't know why niggas thought that. That was the craziest assumption I've ever seen. Actually, I debunked that in the... I'm pretty sure I debunked that in the video. The talent combination, they're talking about the pairs, not the individual abilities. They're talking about them as a pair. This was nice. This is a fantastic visual. Pulls out the star, makes 4 of them. Lath. You see, he keeps saying we, but like, is he? He has to be talking about himself and his talent, and it's so weird. Because he doesn't have to do it like that. Like, why say we? His talent isn't implied to be living or sentient in any capacity. I kinda understand it from the point of like, you know, I am me and my talent is its own sort of entity. But like, not everybody does that. Lake doesn't even do that. Okay, once he's down, have the men deliver their shipment as planned. I will not be late again. Nigga been late at least once, probably 2 or 3 times. This nigga sucks at his job. Right, he sends the whatchamacallits, the stars, clean right to the shield, and then he uses his other arm, switches them, boom, they blow up instantly. I wonder if he can delay the explosion. It'd be kind of cool if he like turn them and then they didn't blow up, like, so they thought they were kind of safe, and then, you know, he let that shit go. That'd be kind of fire. Behold the weight of a dead star. Like, there was no reason to not give a description right here, because we get the freaking type later on. Like, there's no reason to like have this empty space, especially since we got Late's talent description last episode. Crackle. Look, go straight through it. He don't care about none of that. This was clean too. I like this angle. Ha ha ha. Change of plans, Lathe. Take care of her for me. This was clean. And these niggas just crashed through the building. No care in the world. Alright, Captain. This is hilarious. The weapon master will not be a problem. This is nasty. This is disgusting, actually. Like what is this supposed to be? Like, the way he uses his talent is, it makes sense and then it doesn't at the same time, because like, what is this paper mache like noodle you got going on, gang? Okay, still a 6. Nice consistency. She dash in, throws him, he blocks, and he tries to slam down. This obviously doesn't work. We know this doesn't work, but like is it supposed to be a fist with like brass knuckles? Like, what are we doing here, bro? All right, switch to like what we want to see. Look, my nigga flying using Ilios, just straight boom. Then we got the soar. Why do you folks even try, boy? The way he talks here also makes it seem like he's like significantly older than Shay too. I mean, that Shay can regrow the Ilios chi after a combustion, after chemios can't survive. Other chemios can't survive. Regrow the Ilios chi after a combustion? I think you're looking at it wrong. Like, that's not how it works or how it's shown in any capacity. I don't really know why you're thinking of it like that. If you're saying like how the way you're describing it, or the way your words are worded in the context, would look like the Tomas technique hitting something and then blowing up, dissipating, and then Shay actively reigniting those flames. But that's never how it works. That's what it sounds like you're saying. Unless you're talking about internal chi. And that's just sort of like a natural thing, like stamina coming back. Like if you run, you no longer have stamina. You're out of stamina, but over time you'll just be less tired and you'll have more stamina to use again. And this is why I was confused, because you're saying other chemios can't survive, which means part of your question or your curiosity is stemming from like something else. Because that has nothing to do with the innate question. Like, it has nothing to do with the innate question at all. He said, watching it when you're high is a different story. What? Oh yeah, I think he's significantly older than Shay, right? Just because of this. Like, he looking at Shay like a kid. I think he means when Shay used Sun Through Moon. And that just goes back to my statement of like, he used chi, and then his chi will just come back over time. Which we know it does. Because only like, what, a week passes from when he uses it, so, and then he creates a giant Tomas, so yeah. Reading the season again is a dope concept to do on stream. Absolutely. You do know what we started here is practically complete already. Code is kicking against the pricks. But you don't seem like one for much talk anyway. Nigga, it's about straight action. I like this panel. I like this panel too. I like the way Brent has them flying. I like the consistency of like Brent showing that they're flying and then having a attempted conversation while they're in motion. From both perspectives, I like that. He gets the flight reversal. As expected, you're surprisingly resilient, Ilios. The explosions you survived were the deaths of 4 stars. An accomplishment. But the mass of every star I create is incontestable. You cannot brute force your way through them. I don't know why he says this when he's not even the strongest, like, he's not even the strongest in the army, so, like... And then we see Shay do, what? This exact thing, which means, to some capacity, the actual Gaki should be able to do this as well. Like, they technically should. Technically speaking. Creates 3 more stars. When they can even really get a chance to throw him like that, like, unless wow, I can't even talk. Unless this is how he wanted the formation, the triangle formation right here. All things must die for rebirth to begin, even stars. Therefore, you are no exception. Another reason as to why Jose should have got a talent description is because he could have just did it as a 2-part description. Like, we could have got the first half and the second half. The other thing is that the way Jose uses his talent later on and like the way he talks, it almost implies that he can recreate anything that he destroys except for living beings. But he's basically using only like you can almost say like half his talent, because he's only using the explosion aspects, like the weight and explosive aspects, as opposed to the actual recreation and rebirth that his... How is your talent named Rebirth and you do it none of it? What are we talking about? Okay, I'm pretty sure Shay cuts this in half, or it can be implied he like kind of cuts it in half. This is a weird depiction in my opinion. I don't like the way this is supposed to be like visualized. I don't like it. You could also just say that he blew them up, and like the way Shay's axe was, it just split the explosion in half, but like Shay doesn't really do anything visually after this either. Okay, wait. Shay didn't use all of Ilios' chi when he used Sun Through Moon. There was a small amount left. Plus, he had the Tomasz chi, or Thanatos chi, which is why he didn't die. He did, though. That's the combustion. No, he didn't. Why are you referring to it as combustion? I have a question. We also know that Shay didn't use all of his Ilios chi because his flames were showing in 128. So, do you think Kofi Akin will survive? It's highly plausible. I'm expecting Yukiko to move like Virgil with Yamato and Force Edge. Sure. Brent told us it wasn't all his chi. Yeah. I think I even showed that in the review. You should go watch that one. 127. Yeah, okay. A man who can lay waste to the cosmos can more than easily kill you. And then he's like perfectly fine. This is such a good scene. Like, man, some of these panels in this fight, great. Then he hits this is like what, 2 buildings right here. He probably hit another one right behind it. So this is actually, yeah, this is like 3 buildings. So this is this one, and then a 3rd building right there. Cleaves him right through. Beautifully. I love the way this panel is drawn. And then we got the Jose dodge. Yeah, like Jay said, we literally saw his flames right after. In the story, it was an exaggeration. Yeah, an unnecessary one, by the way. He could have just said most or 90%. There's no need for him to say all when it's not true, even a little bit. Like, he could have just said most or 90%, or a great amount like he did with Kevin. Again, I really like this. And then, not only is the building cut in half, we actually see part of it frozen. Right there. You check them details. I'm just noticing this off the reread. Beautiful. This is a beautiful scene. And then he creates 3 more stars, sends them right back. His chi's so heavy it forced Shay to the ground. I like this. Fighting it is useless. The universe wants to expand. See, this is what Brent needs to do more of. Tell and show. Right? Tell and show. Because there are instances where he'll only tell. Like, we'll only get the text bubbles, but we won't get the matching visuals. Fighting it is useless. The universe wants to expand. The more you resist, the more energy the orbs have to feed off of. And then we literally see it when it goes from 3 to... Somebody pause and count this. I'm not gonna count that. We literally see it go from 3 to multiple, right? Well, as one becomes many, the more physical prowess an opponent wields, the more stars grow. The more my stars grow. And then he says my. He says my right here. So why are we talking about we? Who else is there with you, my nigga? You withstand the force of 3, but even the shield of the great founding father has a limit to what it can withstand. And then he snaps his fingers and blows this nigga up. Do you think Ordeal will get a series, and will it be good? Like an anime? That's kind of the goal. He's damn near halfway there. Like, I'm not even talking about like series wise, like the actual length of it. He already has animated episodes and basically animated episodes, and then like semi-animated like episodes as well that just came out. I agree with the show and tell. I said this yesterday in the Discord. Indeed, you did. Do you guys think that Shay will have full access to Ilios? He does? Question mark? You talking about the extra 5%? That from Andrea? Only if she dies. But technically speaking, Shay's had full access in season 2. So, specifically after his training with Bjorn. But even technically speaking, he should be using even more Ilios than Leo was capable of using. So 100% in air quotes is redundant. The percentage doesn't actually matter. He's already using more of it than Leo was, and he's basically stronger than Leo at this point in terms of a raw power output and not overall skill. So the percentage is kind of redundant because Brent said it will add to his power, but it's like he's already strong with it. So like it's like if you have a battery, it's like that iPhone update where you can actually change how much battery is being stored. Technically speaking, Shay has 90%, 95% battery storage, right? Like battery charge, right? Will the 5% give him 100? Yeah. But like he's already using 95. 95 is more than enough, basically. It's like, it's just redundant. Or I should say, looking at it in percentages like that is redundant. Because the way the story is set up, it's almost like Leo was only using like 80 or 85% of Ilios. Weird, it's just a weird way to like explain it. Okay, Out to Smoke tries to blow him up. Out to Smoke gets sent out a flying ice slash. This was clean. I like the trajectory we see right here, but then we also see the aftermath of it too. The nice ice crash. He low-key should have had, I don't know. Maybe this is better. I don't think the building needed to like explode. This is a clean visual though. I wonder why this is right here. What damage occurs that makes this happen? Unless you say that this by itself did this, then that actually makes sense. Well, I'll be damned. Not even a scratch, The resilience of a founding father's vessel. The rock armor technique. Hardening even your skin, huh? You know you like the experience, so you've trained to be hard to break. You fight as though you're a human without a talent. Impressive, I've done the same. Constantly pouring chi into every inch of my body to harden it. Those of my rank have already mastered this, so in that case, let us see whose vessel is strongest. Now, with this point, I want to say Loki should have given Bjorn better feats with Winter. I agree. With this point, I want to say the way I rank or categorize Jose's rank in terms of Veil's army is that he's a captain, which is above the Titan generals, right? But would be beneath the Gaki, okay? So everybody on a sort of captain tier in Veil's army have mastered the rock armor technique. And that should also mean that the Gaki, which we know later on, have also mastered the technique. This is how I rate captain or captain classified individuals within the army. You know? And I feel like that makes sense. I feel like that makes sense. I don't think I need to say anything else. I feel like I might want to note that, but I'm not sure how I would put it because it fits into like a scaling point. I guess I can say those remind me of the black ink using in Black Ink in Incredibles. I'm a little lost. I know the movie. I just don't know the specific, I guess, ability, maybe? Let me say, Jose, Captain, above, Titan General, below, Gaki, and then question, and then comma, I should put more specific ranks within. Yeah, I'll put this under scaling. Within Veil's. Okay. I don't like how Jose uses his talent in close quarters combat. He also has somewhat basic fighting abilities, but it's not like super basic. The kick makes sense, the punch makes sense. But like another kick, nigga? What? Kick, punch, kick. And then he grabs his leg. And what's crazy? No. I was gonna say this isn't even like he blocks this and then grabs his leg. That's crazy. The reason I don't like how Jose uses his talent in close quarters combat is because if he's punching and kicking with the explosion of the stars, he should be punching and kicking with the mass of them as well with these specific hands. Notice how he only punches or kicks with them specifically. See, he only punches and kicks with these specifically, and they do clear explosive damage, which means they have the same properties as his actual stars, right? So he should be punching and kicking with the mass of them as well, or weight, however you want to put it, and he doesn't, and that's so dumb. This is clean. He grabs his leg, goes for the cleave, but this is crazy. Now, honestly, Jose should have got a scar right here. A scar right here. But I can let it slide. It's just the way that he drew this. Technically speaking, this should be like right here. As it would be more reasonable to actually show Jose like blocking because there was actual space. But like how he got his arm right here, man, you're lying. But it could also just be from the way its perspective drawn, I guess. I don't know though. That's a pet peeve. So this is what what you look like when you take someone seriously. You look annoyed, and that nigga is pissed. He's just so bothered. And I don't know why he look annoyed. He could, at any point in time, he could try harder. Like, he could just try harder. One thing I do want to say is, I don't think how much chi a person is choosing to exude is actually comparable to how strong they are in active combat. I feel like this somewhat highlights that as an inaccuracy. Because Shay obviously cuts the buildings in half. He's far stronger than this, obviously. He's holding back. Like, he's actively holding back. But even his chi amount wouldn't compare to the damage he's doing. Like, yeah, or his damage potential as a whole. I like this scene right here. This is good with the ice versus the explosion. This is good. Then he flies away. You've made it interesting, Ilios, but is what you have enough? History's flaming sword in the hands of my master's body. You are the greatest weapon in all of creation, but can you even wield it? And then he fires. See, look, he fires. He creates the 3 Tomas. If he's still exuding that 5-year-old level of chi, creating 3 Tomases, I'm not even sure that should be possible. And then they have clear building levels of damage. And again, this is another thing I don't like, because like, why state that it can't be dodged? Or yeah, like, at least, you know, he states that it can't be dodged outside of the series. For niggas to dodge it, bro, like, this nigga gets schmooved on twice. And then, I'm assuming this is the third time, Nigga gets hit with three Tomas dodges. But then later on, it's like circumvented. But he's also a bigger target, though. Alright, look, they see the destruction in the distance. Captain, there's no need for you to toy with him. Control your fight, or he'll destroy the shipment. All this commotion will draw aid to their side. Bind him quickly. We must not prolong this. This, in fact, did not happen. Yes, Ilios, burn it all down, boy. This was clean. And then he hits the Renacimiento Ursa Major. He looking kind of zesty with this pose. Like, he looked like, I don't know, y'all ever seen like Step Up or is it Break? I think that's actually the only dance movie I know. Have you ever seen any of the Step Up movies? He looked like he just, like, imagine this is the floor and he's sliding on the ground. He threw his arms up to like hit the finishing move on the dance. Yo, Jose funny, bro. And he sends, I think this was, actually I don't even want to count it. Multiple stars his way. Galactic imprisonment, which shows he can actually control them after he releases them. Do me a favor, Ilios, stand there a second and don't move. After all, the weight of 1,000 stars confines you. Yeah, this looks like clear control. One thing, this like spike shit, this was weird to me. It's interesting, but it's just weird. Like, we got the gloop glop stars, and then we got these like connective lines too. All right, next episode. A bum, I tell you. Do you have a TikTok account, Jay? No. It's a weird perspective shot. Also depends on the speed of the swing. Kind of feel like Titan generals and Jose are on a different rank structure. Kind of like enlisted and officers in the military. That just doesn't feel right. That just doesn't feel right, because like he's directly his captain, and then they consider everybody general, or they consider everybody, Code considers everybody a Titan, but within their own rank, like within Vale's actual rank, we know of Titans and Titan generals, and then Gaki. But if by Brent's standards, Jose is a Gaki adjacent character, actually, what does he say? A Gaki hand character. In his actual rank and what he's referred to as captain, that just means his title and his power should fit right in between them. He really could have created weapons with the purple stars. Yeah, he kind of does. Please press F11. But you want me to full screen it? Brent was capping his writing the whole season. What would you have liked to see in the future? Man, just wait on the review, man. I'm gonna talk about a whole bunch. All right, we had the 122. He destroyed. Oh, actually, I read this already. I'm not gonna read this part again. Like, look at all this recap space, man. Damn. And we got these two weirdos. This nigga was kind of cool. With the sword, too. Like, you need me to full screen it? Like, nigga, there's hardly a difference. There's hardly a difference. What's a TLDR currently? We're on 122. This feels mildly unnecessary, but just to please the supporters, I'll full screen it for you, man. All right, we got the dash. Swings the fuck out of his sword. Sends. I don't know why he ain't like dodge this. You know what? What the fuck was Brent on with this? Why did he have Azam dodge this? This nigga's not that fast. Yo, this nigga is actually not that fast, bro. Why did he have him dodge this? Why did he have him block instead? I get the kind of like separation. Nah, there's no like there's no good explanation for this. He should have dodged this. He should have dodged this. Like, if he's swinging from like from like right here, from like this angle, I think Azam can slip under this and do what he need to do. Like, this is crazy. And then, but again, I see why he kind of does it like that, so that this nigga can fight specifically Yukiko, but like still. Okay, we got the sword bash with the block. Damn you. But look. These niggas on go too. And then he has him dodge these arrows. It's a smooth little step back. But like really peep this. This nigga just reacted to arrows flying at him off the last second dodge, kind of, because he's focused over there, so he kind of has a last second dodge, but he still dodges it. This nigga watched him run at him and Yukiko and stood there. Crazy. Actually crazy. Insane writing. This was kind of aura. I can't lie, this was kind of aura. I wish I thought these were going to be kind of special, but they are not like damn specifically, but like the way the arrows were colored, I had a feeling that they were going to be a little special, but just regular chi arrows. All right, we got Yukiko. She finna flex. Hit him with the ice swing. He blocks it though, but she's not done. She's not done. She hits him with a reversal. A successful attack. This hits like, this really hits from here all the way up. And then we got the Hisame glow. He's not actually there yet. I don't think he's actually here right now. Actually? No. I don't think he's actually there. This is definitely just a flex. This is kind of like when we saw Ilios behind Shay earlier. Look, wow. Wow. Go, Uncle. Leave it to me. I can handle him. I love the way Yukiko looks in these panels. Like, she always got that like dog in her visually, and then it like gets crumbled later on. It's actually horrible. It's good. I actually like that aspect of writing, but it's actually horrible. It would only make sense if Azam wasn't thinking straight because he was so worried about Yukiko. What's up, Duro? Why she talking crazy? Do you know who her father is? Do you know who her brother is? Wait. You said you like it? Good for you. Nigga, you requested it. You better like it. I'll shut this whole shit down. Protect yourself at all costs, Yukiko. We make it out of here together. Alright, this is where Azam locks in. Hits him with a 5-point palm, straight to the senses. Look, all their nerves cooked. This is basically raw chi. Damn near. Raw chi, straight to the nerves. Both of them. All three of them. Everybody got it. It's not like she shows everything. She's a 14-year-old. What's up, Sandman? Jumps off the building. Goes straight for the head top. Gets smacked down. But he wasn't really smacked. Like, he's perfectly fine. Look at how perfectly fine he is. No injuries. No blood. He going crazy with his weapon. Look, he's still going crazy. He not done. He not done. Clash against the metal. They fire the arrows. He's not getting hit by that. You're trash. He tries to take off. This nigga being big as hell and moving like this was crazy. Like, this feel like when you try and run away from a transformer. The kidding talent, you may be quick, but your drawback is force. A creature like that should be able to keep up with you whilst being too sturdy for you to move. This nigga really drew somebody close to Azam's speed, but more durable. Just big as hell and brute force, crazy. This look at the glaze. Look at look at this nigga self-glazing. This nigga said, "God, I'm a great writer." You should be occupied, boy. Low-key, maybe we should have Ephialtes write Ordeal. Let me chill. And that gives me inspiration for a new chapter. While I want for you to die, or while I wait for you to die, let's make this a little more interesting. In addition to the main plot, steeped in terror, the battle was inevitably hopeless. The children knew who stood before them was a god of dreams, thus they felt fear. As you know what? Low key, I could make a talent off of this. Idea. As darkness rises our terrors, we realize, place them all in a slumber, nightmare skies. Off a smaller explosion, by the way. This isn't even the same sort of explosion. Yeah, it says, well, he just used another 20% of his chi. So he's down 70% chi right now. He's down 70%. He only got 30 left. And he still had room to make Azam's Bane and whatever he was going to try and make before Azam actually killed him. This was a clean visual. What are those things? You slipped up when you failed to guard their names from me, Sir Azam Aziz. Now they will suffer the same fate as you. This nigga ugly. Yeah, I'm not rereading this part, but y'all remember when he did this. We was there. Trapped in a nightmare till death. Those people have young children with them. We can't allow them to go through this. Lieutenant, it's your call, sir. Are we still not getting a signal? Or are you still not getting a signal? I was around when the wolf pack faced Rokash Rampersad. A Kimio battle destroys everything around it. We can't stay here much longer. I gotta keep this in mind, because I want certain fights to have like secluded, but these niggas just destroy everything. Like there's no like way to not cause damage to like the surrounding area. Wah. What? Is that an infant? I thought the 3 kids here were much older than that. They're supposed to be, sir. I don't recall. Oh, fuck. This is so nasty. Identical to human infants crying. This is such a nasty, like, so just disgusting. He's after us now. Keep those things outside. I'll try to connect to a satellite directly. Look, immediate blick. She letting go. This nigga Johan's so tough, bro. This is Lieutenant Anderson requesting an immediate evac. No. Uncle, the humans, they're under attack. What do I do? I would wonder the same shit. I'm lost. Alright, time to lock in. I think he gets hit with another arrow, but it's blocked by the weapon. They try and grab him. Azam got the speed. Runs on his arm, slashes and cuts at him. Jumps off. Runs under him. Hits him with another 5-point palm. Straight up. This actually has crazy force, by the way. So, we know it does nerve-related damage, but the force of it is kind of crazy because it literally, like, it feels like a punch. It looks like this nigga gets punched. Like, he's still in the same position he was from right here. But once he gets hit with a 5-point palm, it's like he got punched in the stomach. So, part of this is actual physical force, and we already know that to be true because I think the previous part of the episode, but also what the technique looked like in season 1, where Rokash literally gets blown back while his nerves are paralyzed. Or while he's paralyzed, because he says he can't move. Alright, he drops to the ground immediately. Look at this nigga. Look, fucking stupid. Right, Yukiko's still facing him with a block. Good swing. He goes for a little hammer fist move. She sees it coming. Azam stops it though. Creates a good opening. She thanks him. Hits him with a nice little ice spear, right straight to the chest. This was also very good. Hold on. Let me hit a expands. This is 122. What's up, Oak in the house? Where he made the nigga, but with how things are going, Perka Tubby might got that. What are we talking about? Froggy does not understand physics if he thinks speed isn't a part of force. Like Dungeon Master. Effie Altus versus Brant, y'all are hilarious. He said he looks like he's listening to white girl music. Oh, what's up, Nara? Woke up, all I see is late disrespect. They call that false confidence. This was one of my top scenes of the fight. I feel like he should have done it more where he's whipping around the battlefield helping others. Oh, this, okay, that's what you mean. Comparing cereal to Popeyes might be crazy. It's actually crazy. I'm not even finna look at the rest of the conversation just for context, but that's a crazy, like, that's just insane. All right, so these creatures are made of chi. Their center of origin is their heads. If you strike it, they're done. If you miss, they'll simply regenerate. Look, blasted, nigga missed. She just letting shots go. Straight to the stomach. Bam. There's too many. Look, he clears his whole back line. Easy. You could basically say Azam is a dive character. Hold up. Azam got good dive potential. Look, 1, 2, 3. He just took out 5 DPS by himself. Great dive. That's a Marvel Rivals reference. Wait, I'm going to have to blot. Oh, this part was fire. I remember this too. I'm going to have to blot you out, kid. I'm foreseeing you'll become a problem. That which I wrote was tailor-made for you. You ought to be trapped by an unrelenting foe, and you make an opening to invade the other's dreams. You're interfering with the balance of things. You're not a part of their stories. Get out and stay in yours. This nigga was so mad. Look, he should have took his head off right here. Hey, you know what? Hold up. He should have attacked him right here. It kind of looks like he tries, but like, oh, it does. It's like slash. I'm tripping. I never noticed this. Okay, he kind of got some good reaction speed, but like, I don't know how he could have, at this point, he should have just wrapped him up. He ran at him, hit him with a slash. He missed again. This is crazy. 2 misses. But instead of disappearing or running away, he dodges. Like, he dodges in the same area. What? He has the presence of mind to focus on me. Does he not feel fear? His confidence. He doesn't fear the nightmare's grasp at this age. This is not experience. Whoever trained you impressed their lack of fear in you. The Assassin's Code replaced fear with rage. I feel like this fight ain't have enough of like reference to this low key. I feel like this is like the full. Maybe when we see Azam's Bane is kind of when it comes back, but I don't know, man. Like this was a good like callback to actual Azam training in air quotes with Abijah. I don't like the way Brand drew his wings right here. It looked like he got big ass ears. Even though his ears right here look like he got big ass ears. Basically Black Panther back in his prime. That's so funny. He said, "You're right, insane." Yo, that's so funny. Put a Zom in rivals. He's clearing. Give him his weapon too. He'll have an ability to where he can stun with 5-point palm, kind of like the thing. Give him, I think his ult would work like his final, like his like fully boosted form. So he's so much faster. This is basically the Quicksilver blueprint almost. Give him this weapon for melee. He kind of attacks kind of like Daredevil, but when he uses his like chain ability a little bit, it will work like that. Am I missing anything? We could give him like another ability where he jumps in the air and he does the little spear move he does to take out the giant thingy. We can give him an ability like that. Y'all let me know something. I think I'm cooking. All right. I'm 23. We are an hour and 26 in. All right, I read this part already. And then this episode fades back into the fight near the end. The Shay and Andrea fight near the end. All right. Wait. I'm trying to make sure there's anything else I needed to note from that last episode. I mentioned the expensive power system. I'm gonna put Assassin's Code. For potential interaction? Question mark? I don't know. I might do something with that. The whole community would hunt down Guang Guang if they added lore accurate as on. It's funny. Alright, stabbed him through the center. It regens. She said, am I supposed to defeat a 20-foot giant with 3 heads who can heal after being disemboweled? That's exactly how she sounded in this scene. Look, Yuki knows she's not fast enough. Smack the ice. Think, Yuki. Your uncle's trained you for conflict. Unexpected moments where survival depends on self. Even if I can't defeat it, I don't have to worry about it going after anyone else. It only has eyes for me, right? Look at it. Look at the swing. Look at the dodge. Look at her conserving her chi off the dodge. She's not trying to block it with ice. Her ice her ice is durable. Let me chill. Does that mean he has... No, let me not even go there. It's so quick for its size, it doesn't make any sense. Hits him with the kick. Or hits her with the kick. Took her off the ground. Sent her all the way back into her own ice. She got good dura though. She only got a nosebleed off this. Time for me to start making some noise. This was tough. He goes in for the stab. She hits the roll. This is clean. She hits her dad's little move with the back look with the finger flick. Takes his whole arm, and part of his face actually captured. She readies herself, slashes straight through his leg. What if I can slow it down? He already on go though. He's not relenting. He's already on go. And then he breaks from the ice. His left arm is free. And then she's like, you know what? I need something better. Yuki no Kata. Black ice. And then she hits him with a fucking Getsuga Tensho. Ki blast ice wave. Straight down the middle, damn near. She cut off like a... Definitely like a third. The half would be right here. She definitely got maybe even like 45% of this nigga's torso. Like just not even torso, his body. Like his leg should be gone. I don't know how he's standing on one leg right now. His leg should be gone. His other head is gone. His arm, like all of this is just gone, bro. The fact that she never uses black ice in this fight again is actually crazy. Like it's crazy. And I say it's crazy because she has this like black ice effect, like the red lightning shit. Like, hold on, let me just scroll. Like it stays and then we see it again later on. Like it lingers and then we see it again later when she gets amped in whatever episode that is. Isn't she a child? That's my girl. W encouragement. Princess Yukiko Heart, the leopard's cub. This was clean. I won't say anything. This was clean. This was fire. And then I like the fact that she used her dad's sword for Black Ice release. This was good. I don't think I have anything else to say. I do think she should use Black Ice more. I'm actually going to mention that. I think I already have it wrote down. He said his ult can be similar to Psylocke's. That's not bad. Okay, keep going. Yeah, see, and then we got her rank classified. So it's like, why is she even ranked, my nigga? But Azam and Lewis aren't? Question mark? We gave this 14-year-old girl a rank, and not her uncles. You know what? Sure. I guess. Switch to the fight. You two hurry and get those trucks running. If there's commotion, Code's ears are perked. There may be checkpoints along the roads. Stop for no one. This is good orders. Don't wait for my signal, just go. These are good orders. Yes, sir. Look at how long these niggas' arms are. Let me check. Like, look at how long his arm is. Look, he gets into the truck, ready to take off. Boomed. Look at his arm. Or, like, look at his forearm. Took off his shoulder. His other shit is right here. Smeared against the back part of the trunk. Look, no. She goes in for the slide. Throws in the blades, which means this low-key means she can control them even without the halberd, which is kind of cool a little bit. Or they like follow her. It's kind of that's a little clean. Hits him with a kick, sends him all the way into the building. This nigga is terrified. Look at the sweat drops. And look, aura. Straight aura. She's not playing any games. Kicks him. She don't even punch him. Kicks him so hard. Look. She kicked him so hard. He got hit with that move that Doctor Strange did on Spider-Man. Sent into the truck straight bleeding. He didn't survive the impact. And then she reels a punch and destroyed the truck. She reeled a punch and destroyed the truck. This girl is strong as hell. We get this little visual. Takes off her shield. Breaks it. And it's an axe. Oh, you know what? This should be like Venter, low-key. Now that I'm thinking about it. Does that mean part of Late's fighting style is actively mimicking the weapons his opponent uses? Because this low-key should just be Venter, but like smaller handle. And this is why I call this shield ass. Like, it cracked. She just has a regular old shield that pairs with her talent weapon. But the shield is actually ass. I fucking hate this thing, bro. I hate this thing. If she had... My nigga, if she had ass gear, that would have never happened. That would have never happened. She would have threw one of the axes. Boom, this nigga. Hold on. Let me just show y'all what would have happened if she had ass gear. Let's go back. This nigga would have got boomed still, but she would still have a weapon in her other hand. Okay? Instead of this, it'd be like lightning effects to the arm, and then she kicks him still. Bam. He gets kicked. Truck gets punched. But she would have been able to deflect this. Or dodge it. Because she's almost implied to be faster with ass gear. She still has one axe. She could have dodged this shit. She would have been fucking fine. Fuck ass axe. Or fuck ass shield. I hate this shit. Alright, Lathe ore farming. This nigga got recovered fast. He take his shirt off. I don't know why he decided to do that. He took his shirt off. He got that Elmer's glue on his body. This is so nasty. Pause. You're dead, Thomas. Again, breaking of the frame. Love it. You're not the first one to make such a declaration, General Lath. She calls him a general. I feel like we can just call him a general as well. And I assure you, you won't be the last. She mean mugging the fuck out of him, bro. Sheesh. It only takes a spark to ignite war. Those that seek it aim to disguise their bloodlust, but that won't be sated by mere conflict. If your master Thanatos has his way, the flames of his war will raise entire cities. Our collective efforts to build and create as both human and Camille his dream will see that they are all wiped out. That will include the very place you generals once called home, wherever that may be. He also doesn't deny being a general, so we're just going to consider him a Titan general as well. Am I tripping, or did Jay cut out? Potentially. Wait. Amen, wait till I make that Lath is misunderstood. Not the creative juices out of him. That's funny. Wait. You sound terribly misguided, Madam Thomas. You think we serve the Death Lord with hopes of protecting our homes, that his vision will save the communities that birthed us. Jay did cut out. Oh, y'all can't hear me? Question mark? Question mark? For like a second. Andrea bad? Can y'all hear me now though? Let me get some water. That's crazy. Let me try something real quick. He said I can hear fine. Shout out J Music. Oh, now you can? That's weird because my mic is moving the whole time. It must be an internet glitch. L stream. Back to reading. You sound terribly misguided, Madam Thomas. You think we serve the Death Lord with hopes of protecting our homes, that his vision will save the communities that birthed us. On the contrary, we want it all ground to dust. Every Titan General is an outcast saved by Thanatos' will, and you will not succeed in breaking that loyalty. Hold up, now that I think about it, this actually fits my characters a little well. I have a character who's lava-based, ink-based, a giant bird, nigga. Hold up. The bird is actually captain level. She's more like Jose. And you will not succeed in breaking that loyalty. See, look at the W frame break. I wondered why you hadn't covered your body in that liquid paper of yours. It seems rather durable. Looks as though it flows from within your body. Kinesis type. I presume. Talents like those tend to be painful. Now, oh wait, actually, let me keep going. You probably attempted to control its dispersal previously and failed. Hence the reason your left arm seems disformed. Now, this whole thing is slightly contentious because this implies that either Andrea thinks or knows for a fact that Lath is also a kinesis talent. And then Lath's depiction basically confirms this as well, because everything that's happening to his arm is now applicable to the rest of his body. He said Lath really had that shit on before Shay came and deboed him. Funny. Wait, if he didn't have that shit on, Shay would have let him have it, man's is in the desert, his draws. That's funny. Yeah, so You can either say that Lathe is a creation kinesis talent, or he's just creation, or what I like to believe is that his attempted control, like if we say it came from his left arm originally, or maybe it didn't, however you think it works, his attempted control and dispersal, like its failure, resulted in it actively becoming the kinesis type, right? So his left arm, whatever happened to it, how do I want to describe it? Let me actually see his left arm in the scenes right here. So let's just say like his left arm was kind of like this the entire time. Maybe like when he activated his talent, like it would take this sort of visual before, and then after trying to like do too much control or whatever, it became like this permanently, right? But then it also inadvertently allowed the paper to flow through his body, like seemingly like over or like over or combined with his skin in a way. That's kind of how I envision it, right? Which would make him a creation sort of kinesis talent, and I feel like that fits, especially because it's kind of what happened to Kevin, but his talent already had the types it has, which we don't know of. If war begins, there will only be more of you. Females with outstanding abilities denied the opportunity to fully master them. Then we actually look at Shay, which should have been like a connective piece to say that Shay was literally given time to try and master Ilios, which he more so does. Plunge into battle before truly understanding who you are and what brilliance her talents harbor. An entire generation's growth stunted, its beauty stolen. The time, peace, freedom, and will to study your gifts eviscerated. Those after us will never have the chance. This is what your side fights for. This was clean. And if you cannot see that depravity in that, every last one of you are beyond salvation. Hold up. Salvation? She might be getting slightly biblical on him. But you see how Shay got his eyes closed? He just waiting. He waiting. He's waiting for the release. Come. Soon as it pulls up, he opens his eyes. He opens his eyes. She grabs it, says the name in Orifarms, but like mysterious Orifarms. Do not lecture me, child. How old are you, sir? The world I am prepared to die for is where your children will thrive. This was so clean. Oh, I get you. Wait. Oh, I get you. I do. And to create that world, you're just gonna execute the children that are here now, right? I'm not doing that laugh. There's a guy named Shay. Good luck getting past him with that. This is so fire. This was fire. The visual, the perspective, the size, the purple cursed chi eyes of eye effect. Yeah, this was tough. This was tough. This was an episode specifically for the girls, and Brent nailed it. I don't think I have anything to say about this one. Wait. Mentioned Black Ice. There's certain things I kind of already. Actually, I'll add this to the character interactions area, and I'll do what should I call it? Ideal discussion. Yeah, I think this is a good example of like characters interacting. Right. This feels natural, doesn't feel forced. Especially since we get the the conversation, the power amp, another statement, and then a visual to go along with what we just saw, with her also responding to him. Everything flows well here. Next. Now, this part of the episode, I don't like its placement. This whole section, of course I will read it. This whole section, I like how this is a part, like the beginning part of an episode before we get to like the grandier aspects of it. But this should have been placed. Honestly, we could put this at the season opening. We could put this in episode 116. This just feels like an odd spot to put this sequence of events. Because this, like, we can only assume this happens like immediately after what's his name becomes a vessel. Abel becomes a vessel. Or you could assume it happens after. Nah, it doesn't even make sense. Yeah, this has to happen after Abel becomes a vessel. It's really the only time that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like this sequence of events would fit better in 116. Let's read it. All right, we got the Thanatos Mindscape. I'd be annoyed too if I went to step on my mental chairs, walk up my mental steps, and a nigga is sitting in my chair. Look at his face. But look at his face. Aura farming. Look at Aura. Look at the scowl. This nigga, he just looks so dirty. He looks so unclean. Bold or foolish. 137 would have been perfect right when he pulled up on the pillars. I disagree. It doesn't fit right there. It doesn't fit. The problem is that it needs to be at a place where, like, where it makes sense to show that Thanatos has been in control for a while. I feel like 116 fits better because it shows more of that. We don't really need to see them talk right before he attacks the pillars. We could have had more of a back and forth discussion between them in that episode, or something along those lines. Like that would have been a little bit better, in my opinion. It would only make sense for me to claim this chair. After all, it is my home, and you are just a guest. Disrespectful, but I love it. The all-powerful founding father is nothing without a vessel. This place may be your mind, but you built your house on my land. Again, disrespectful, but I love it. Now you may... This is so disrespectful. Now you may speak, Lord Elimelech. I have killed men for less. You are bold indeed. To speak my true name. Humans become so confident once they graze power with their fingertips. I suppose you desire thanks for hosting me, or maybe you understand you are as insignificant to me as a speck of dust is to our universe. I wonder why a human would aid me. I would read your mind, but it seems you are my kin and share my blood in purest form. I cannot control you like the former vessels. So tell me, Abel Legasov, what is it you desire? Then he stands up. Where does he even go? Like where does he go? That's a great question. Like, this was some scary shit, bro. I think I read this like laying down or something. Like, this was spooky as hell. It's just, and it's not even looking down. Like, it's looking straight at the reader. This is creepy. Okay, walks. The complete eradication of your entire species, every last Kimyo. Even though we both inhabit this body, it seems your freedom to do as you choose is at my disposal. You see, I've studied you and your one failure, Malhazar. Shout out the GOAT. Shout out the GOAT. The Invictus Vessel. You could not tame him because he was your descendant. With a body and mind as powerful as this, you cannot override our will, as you could with someone who does not share your blood, our blood. It says ours, not yours. Malhazar had the opportunity to destroy every last accursed half-breed crazy. This is crazy. That ever walked this earth. Low-key, we need more like Examples of cameo racism. I'm gonna be honest. But he so cowardly chose hope and peace. He knew how foolish it was. Why else would he father a clan with the sole purpose of stopping your efforts? If his plan didn't work, his children would be forced to contend with you as long as you live. That's funny. But I am no fool. I will allow you access to this vessel to see your plan to fruition. I am interested in one of its minor details. I need to see what this is. I don't think this needs to be capitalized on this soon, like in this season, but this is very interesting because it shows outside of his normal motive, there's something he like. There's a very specific aspect to Thanatos' plan that he wants to like witness or be a part of or something. You aim to kill every weak cameo that does not align with your plan. I am in favor of this, but you also aim to kill your filthy brothers. Opponents I would not even attempt to challenge, unless this has to do with this, but I don't think so. I will allow you to do this, and when the smoke clears, I will take over and finish who is left. Those standing by your side, then we will die together. Every piece of dirt we call cameo will vanish. We definitely need more cameo racism. Just for like a versatile sort of expanse, because not everybody will like cameos. Like, more people should actually be like this. Like, if 1/3 of the population is cameos, I think 1/3 of the population, maybe a little bit less, should be racist. It feels right. And then 1/3 of the population are humans who have perfectly accepted and adopted life with cameos. That seems like a good ratio. Have you forgotten my plans include the death of 90% of the human population? A sacrifice I am willing to make, Lord Elimelech. This is crazy. That's crazy. Alright, we got my nigga Jose flying down. My nigga Venter trapped. He's stuck. He can't do nothing. He formed this pike. Stabbed Shay through the hand. No reaction, huh? Not even a peep. What's up with you, kid? You're great for... Wait, you're great for... That's an interesting way to say that. You should be wiping the floor with me. Are you even trying? This is no fun. I see why Master coveted this body. It's marvelous. It should be overflowing with chi, but for whatever reason, you're concealing it to a great degree. This might have been foreshadowing as well, actually, for 127. This might have been foreshadowing a little bit. I must study this. This is low-key foreshadowing for 132. I must study this. Actually, not 127, 132. That's what I mean. I must study this. How much damage can you even take? And then, boom. Leif? Captain, we have a situation. This woman has been concealing treachery. This is so funny to me. I believe she has touched the verboten. Beautiful. Just beautiful. This is also beautiful. Put this nigga through a building. Look at how it looks on the inside. That nigga was probably running for his life. Damn it, we shouldn't even be coming in contact with her. God alone knows if she can return from this. She must love you, boy. She willingly cursed herself to get over here. This is crazy. This nigga's so fake, bro. She looked at Shay, looked at him like down and out, got straight to it. W wife. Well, fiance. Again, I like the slashes. The line shows a direct path of the attack. We got a W dodge, W reaction. He's watching. What? The verboten? She wields cursed chi? Does Code know of this? How could she... Wait. How could she trust this blade? This is a nice statement. Renacimiento. And look. This is what I was talking about. She formed a blade on her metal arm and then backhands this nigga, basically. Sends him straight through the building. She don't care about him at all. And then immediately, like no time wasted, follows straight up with an attack right at Leif. He blocks it though. Pushes them both through the building though. Cursed chi, this foul thing corrupts. If it grabs hold, it may never let go. Oh, I gotta do Cursed chi expansion. I'm pretty sure I might have wrote this down, but I'm gonna write it down here anyway. Captain Help. Okay, wait, there we go. I've heard of this blade. What she has done will greatly empower her, but if she doesn't cast it from her, she may never return. I must defeat her now, before the captain is forced to activate himself to destroy her. That would draw the god tier right to us. Okay, W slide. This is clean. Her fighting style with this is so crazy, because what is this? This like when you see anime, like Dragon Ball, where they like hit the claps hands overhead smackdown to the back. That's exactly what this looks like. Alright, hits him with a bash. He slices through hella pillars. She blocks it though. Look at the block. I can't tell. I'm pretty sure he sends her back, but she either dodges afterward or... This Loki could be her, but she either dodges or gets out of the grasp and ducks around him. Hammer fist? Yeah, that move. Look, she's still peeping game though. She ducks around him, but peeps Jose in the cut. Look, he on go too. Creates 3 stars. Look at the slash though. You see what Cursed Chi do to him? She boom. Look at the damage. Just look at the visual damage. Such a nice depiction. Boom. It almost looks like he using flamethrower. But she's resisting all of it. Look at this. Look at this. Like it's like raw chi is protecting her. Perfectly fine. This nigga goes in for a follow-up and she screams at this nigga. She literally screams at him and pushes him back. You know how mad I'd be if I'm fighting somebody and they dead ass scream at me and it works? Nah, I have to kill you. Alright, look, he gets his get back though. He makes these fucking spike balls, sends her out the building. So these niggas went from the bottom part of the building all the way to the top. She lands though. She's perfectly fine. I love this scene right here. She gets sent out. She lands. And these niggas are on her ass. But it doesn't work. Her reaction speed is too good. They're on her ass immediately. I love this scene. This is so beautiful. They don't give her no time. They're right there. But she grabs her. She grips the weapon. And she forms a freaking like protective sphere. Almost like a barrier. Right? This reminds me of Gaara's move with the sand defense, the dome, kind of like that. But then you see Lathe. Lathe hits his little protective wall sphere shit too. He almost got impaled fucking 3 places, man. And then this nigga can just fly, so he's fine. And then he on his like, he's actually a bird, like sitting at the edge of the building. Hilarious. Oh, she's gone mad, hasn't she, Lathe? Cursed chi, untamable but powerful. What a sight. I heard they reside in obscure locations, but code sanctioning the use of this one blade, the Naginata that amplifies the talent of its host with vile chi that cannot be tamed by the wielder. They say it inevitably kills its host and moves on to the next. I'm not doing the laugh. My oh my, I must have it. Norigiri, come to me. Pause. I've heard of your thirst for blood. There may be someone in our ranks who can wield you accordingly. Imagine what you can do against the Great Four. Now, obviously, this is supposed to imply that somebody can wield Cursed Chi like without being taken over. I think that might actually be possible. You just need an ironclad will, which Shay kinda has. Or Shay, I shouldn't say Shay kinda has. I think it's possible. You just need ironclad will. Gave me that Naruto versus Sasuke treatment. This also reminds me of what we saw when the season started with Timothy's talent and how effective it would be against the Great Four. We also see that later on, I think it's in the next episode, like this statement is like basically expanded on in a way, because Ilios can't do anything about Curse Chi. So that means the other Great Four also can't do anything about Curse Chi, right? But I'm not sure if he knows this. Like, I'm not sure if he knows this specifically. But this is also good. I'm gonna do from Leif and Jose. This entire episode is really good for Curse Chi. Look to the left. He's still peeping game though. He's still locked in. He doing his little monologue shit, but he's still locked in. He peep game. Look at Shay. Look at this fake ass nigga, bro. Look with the Tomas ready to blick, bro. I'm gonna reread this. He's ready to blick. He. I remember when people like thought like Shay like I'm not sure if they thought he like flicked it or if they thought he like uh like put it in space or something. Like all he's doing is canceling the technique, y'all. Come on, bro. So look, he's ready. He makes it smaller. Cancels the technique. Puts his arm back. This is the fakest nigga I've ever seen in my life. Pretends to be down and out again. This is the fakest nigga I've ever seen, bro. And then we got Leif in the background. Captain, look. Those cursed spikes originate from her possessed arm. If she fully succumbs to the infection, we may not be able to fend her off. W upscale. They will generate from her entire body. This is true. We literally see it in the next episode. Her natural strength and speed are already increasing. How shall we proceed, sir? Sir, we don't have much time. Captain Jose, like, look at this nigga. Look at this nigga face, bro. He's like, oh, fuck. Yo, Jose in this scene is so funny. And then Lathan in the background pleading for his captain to pay attention. While he's focused on much more important and grander things, man. Look at his face. Look. Pretending to be down and out, but still mean mugging. Horrible person. Alright, I think that's all. Yeah, there. Cursed Chi expansion. Yeah, I'm gonna use this whole episode for that. And then we go right here. Actually, I'll do, I know we're gonna talk about Curse Chi again in this episode, so let me do Curse Chi expansion from, Ilios. I should have also brought up rock armor. Oh, actually, no, Blaze Paper. Yeah, I should have mentioned rock armor too. Let me just do power expansion rock armor, and I also should have did the same thing for Chi shrouding here. I don't think I did. I don't think I mentioned it. Okay, we are 125. 5 episodes in, and we're 2 hours in. Okay. All right. Captain Jose, look, nigga, looking to the side, but bro's looking up. Help me. You must focus, sir. She has succumbed to the curse. Her next attack may be far greater than what we've witnessed thus far. Impossible. Nigga, not paying attention at all. Each orb has the weight of a dying star. It is an immeasurable mass. There is no counterbalance. He shouldn't be able to. He's been pretending. This whole time, he's never been confined. When we landed in Shinjuku yesterday, I knew something was off. Our mission was secure. No one was supposed to know our whereabouts or what we came to transport. But I could still feel it no matter how faint. A hostile chi signature. I thought perhaps a homicidal individual was within proximity, hiding his thoughts. But I know I am not mistaken. Somehow, that faint chi was indeed focused on me. Actually, I'm gonna mention that too. I'm gonna do. Rockar was mentioned in episode, what, 122? No, wait. Oh, actually, is it 122? Actually, it might be 123. Let's put a question mark and I'll just look back. I know what I saw. Was it him back then? And I love this part, this callback. Forgive me, there was obstructions to my timely arrival. This nigga was scouting. Look at this nigga scouting. Why did it take him 2 hours though? Wait, could his chi detection be akin to that of the former 7th Lord, the chi sent? If so, he knew we'd be here, exactly what our shipment contained, and that we'd fight tooth and claw to defend it. He was only surprised when Lath showed up, since Lath has been concealed by his mantle. My senses detect everything except for you. I'm not reading the rest of that. Look, this nigga just faking the funk. We've been fighting under the assumption they were caught off guard by our presence, made to believe the odds were in our favor, but this boy has known since the jump. We played directly into your hand, haven't we, Ilios? A tactician, yes, but to what end? What are you after? And then Andrea hits him with a massive spike wave. A massive spike wave. Damn it. We still must deal with cursed chi. Lath, regrettably, I believe it has not been us who've been pulling the strings. Enough of your thoughts, Captain. You are not present, for if you were, you'd have seen what you were up against. We no longer face a mere Kimyo, but a newborn living talent. Damn, and all that time this nigga was yammering on, her arm then got crazy amped. She got spikes coming from her leg. This whole armor, whatever this is crazy. This is crazy. And then she losing her mind so bad she had to put Norgiri in the other hand. And then like this is crazy because why is it in her hand and then all of a sudden in the ground? Sometimes the brain don't be thinking like why is it right here? Like she just had it. We didn't even see no mention of her stabbing it, no visual of her stabbing it in the ground. And then later on, when Shay comes on to grab it in a little bit, the distance that she actually is from the weapon don't make sense either. Look. You can't see it, but you get the point I'm making. This is what cursed chi can do. A man who desires it will lose himself. At this stage, she will soon be dead. The talent will remain, but her mind will be lost forever. This was a clean visual. I like this. Look at the nails. I love all of this, actually. This is disgusting, but I love it. The blade, it just looks amazing. The curse is growing low-key. Low-key, we should have saw her fight a little bit more like this, but... yeah, that's just me. The curse is growing out of control. It's fusing with her and overtaking her chi. She's no longer at the wheel. Even so, that chi is less potent than my own. For now, Captain, but what I fear is what will become of us if she's fully overthrown. As we are, we will not survive another attack. To mitigate this, you must begin your transformation. So basically, this, we don't even know how much, we could say this is like, I don't know, 25, 50% overtaking, maybe. Either way, she was already comparable to them in base, but now she's like definitively above them. This nigga has a thing in his arm actually, but now she's definitively above them. At least, yeah, in base, and specifically for base for him. Or at least she'll be above them more definitively once she's fully overtaken, right? But it's implied that his transformation is just still stronger than her. But I don't know, man. That cursed chi amp guy, that already had a scar on his chest. And he got slashed on his cheek. Yeah. This is a good visual too though. But like, why her arm so long? If I do, the gods here will be alerted to our position. I won't be able to hide the aura. On the bright side, my transformation will propel me to the rank of Gaki. Look at the tears, bro. Going through it. And then Shay's like, alright, this is enough. let me get out of this. He breaks out. He knew this was gonna happen, but he's like, nigga, what? Huh? Sir, I thought the weight of your stars was. Damn it, I thought we'd have more time. Look at the aura. Look at the aura. He rips out the arm. He's gonna rip the thing out his hand. He straight up grabs Venter. Sigh, begin your transformation, Captain. I will silence the boy. Wait, Leif, you can't. And then he tosses Venter. And then he walk off. Like, he don't even really look at it for real. Look at his accuracy. He throw it, and then he low-key kind of don't care about it a little bit. Look at the force. Hit this nigga so hard. It hit him, and then it kept going. And then it kept, oh, this is what I was talking about. Look at the distance. It kept going. This should have killed him on the spot. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he shouldn't have lived right here. It was cool when Shay, like, bro, look, this nigga made a ramp. Look at this. This nigga made a, why did he do him like this? Like he gonna treat him like a BMX trick show. Yeah, he should have died off this, but I'm not gonna lie. Unless you want to argue that, like, Shay's intent was just a freeze. But even the force of that toss is crazy still. Him panting right here is also funny. Alright, we got fucking Dinosaur Dragon Andrea. Drake Andrea. This is so nasty. Stay away, I'll kill you. As I had spoken, it is you they must fear. He not wrong here. You may have been marred in battle, but what was birthed through those ashes is a warrior no longer afraid of defeat, for she has already overcome it. She really controlling herself, because if she would have gave this nigga 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more scars. Did that toss not cleave his lungs? I mean, he's like perfectly fine. Well, I wouldn't say perfectly fine, but he's like talking kind of regular the next time we see him. Like, there's no, it's weird, but you can't really see it. But it basically only freezes him. It doesn't like do any internal or external damage from what we see. Let me keep going. Yeah, I read this. Yeah, 5 more scars off the rip. You are not broken, nor were you in need of my aid. Without me, you would have defeated them. Ooh! I'm getting tired. That food getting to me. I had to be certain you knew that. I'm sorry. Even so, when I promised you opponents like this will no longer exist, I meant it. Then he looks at Noro. Noro still sitting clean in the ground. The design's still clean. No, listen to me. You cannot wield it. Don't you dare think about it. At this stage, Norigiri's corruption is unrecoverable. Shay, I don't have much time. I can finish them off like this, but when I am done, you must kill me. Imagine that's the route it went. That would have been crazy. That would have actually been super crazy. Okay, look at this nigga ore farming still. So this is it. This be the one thou hast chosen, Prince Heart. Enough, Shay. My chi is almost fully under its control. So we maybe like a 75% right here. There is no turning back for me. Use this to your advantage. These titans are no joke. If you touch that blade, you may become as I am. Let me finish this. Norigiri's influence is great. I know. Oh, you know what? This could also imply that influence is almost talent based as well as like Kimyo based. This could also imply that. This could imply that. I mean, I'm gonna add this. So you may be able to argue that like different cursed talents have varying degrees of like control and influence over people, and then it would also take into account the individual Kimyo's like actual own mental resilience, right? I will not lose you, Andrea. Kind of real. Mind you, this nigga is watching this the entire time. He's letting this happen. Now, I get like how anime and like manga and you know series like that will kind of like do their little mental monologue while we're processing and letting things play out. Almost like Power Rangers a little bit too. But at some point, we gotta put our thinking caps on and say, cut the bullshit. I can't let this happen. Cause like Shay's a hyper thinker. So or Shay, Jose is a hyper thinker. So at what point does Jose go, okay, he's been playing us the entire time. This is what he wants. If she's as strong as she is now with that weapon, what would she be, or what would he be if he got it? Yeah, low key, he should have like moved in forward. But I do. There is the scene of him touching and him like potentially not being able to move. Like, but, you know, I don't know about all that. Okay, this is what he was after the entire time. Our battle would force her to unseal that blade. He wants Noragiri, the cursed Naginata, for himself. You set this up to see what Cursed Chi can really do. The son of a gun used everyone here. The blade has eaten over half of her chi already. Maybe like a 65. 65, 70. If it takes all of it, she's done for. He won't allow that, would he? Wait, the law of curses. If the blade chooses a new host, it must first release its grip on the former. He's offering himself as tribute. A curse as greedy as that won't ignore the opportunity to switch to a stronger vessel. It's guaranteed to take the bait. That's too much confidence. It won't work. If she couldn't subdue it, does he really think he can? This is a great visual. Look at the colors. Look at the colors, man. It's like almost an out of body experience, right? It's like out of body mixed with like intense pressure. I love that mix. And then we get this visual to show like again that pressure is being flung everywhere. This is so nasty. A cool visual, but this is so nasty. What flows through his look at how fast. Look at how it changes his lip. Noragiri, your reputation precedes you. Your true name has been mentioned in the heavens. Listen, Lord Heart, your body is a perfect vessel for that. For a cursed talent, those which have strayed from the ordinances of their god. She will put up a great fight. She won't allow a host as powerful as you to get. A host as powerful as you get away from her. A lust for power doth not allow one to yield. One of those anime dun moments where you hear a loud heartbeat. Facts. Allow one to yield. She hath waited all her life for a moment like this. Remember the law of obedience. You must not bow, my lord. You must subdue her, or she will own all that you have. This was a good talk right here. I like what he did here. And he put the Romans 6:16, which I did cover in my review, I think. Okay, the screech. This is her talking for real. I cannot aid you in this battle, my lord, for it is a battle of ownership. If you lose, there will be no coming back for either of us. So what I think I'm gonna do is, knowing that, what I'm gonna do for my characters is I'm gonna have, I might have to do like a sort of mental, like an insight thing where, we're like, okay, so so we're gonna do Kimyo A, Kimyo B, and Kimyo C. Kimyo A, when he gets a cursed talent, it doesn't take him, like the chi doesn't take over his chi at all, and it kind of stays where it is, right? Showing that it has no grander effects on him. Person or Kimyo B, she'll have a sort of half chi and then it'll stop, right? She's trying to fight back, but it's also fight. So it's like a constant battle between the two, but that causes it to be even, right? So, and that would effectively change her personality, right? And then we have Kimyo C, where they are fully taken over, and they are basically a new living talent. Basically, I'm not sure how that would look fully, but I think this concept works, right? And it goes like from zero, half, and then to full, right? And it shows that zero is literal zero effects. Half is like a half effect where you as an individual are changed by the cursed chi, and then your entire personality is taken over. I think that's how I'm gonna do that. That feels like it works because it's a battle of ownership. So it's like the chi either completely owns you, it like halfway owns you, or it doesn't own you at all. I think that fits. This was nasty. Like, bro was in a rock metal band with this one. What band? What band he in with this visual right here? Actually, let me go to the next one. You seek purpose. I'm trying to find this visual right here. What band is he in off this right here? Let me know something. You seek purpose. I was given one by he who sees all and is above all. And part of that purpose is you. I feel your desire. I know what you think was stolen from you. You feel misplaced. An existence without a reason. You are only a wanderer. Wait. Oh yeah. You are only a wanderer because you have strayed from what the path intended for you and taken upon yourself a cursed name. You may have forgotten, but I will remind you of your path and the first name you were given. You were created. I'm freaking stalling. You were created to aid me, to help me carry my burden. In doing so, you will be granted the desire of your heart. Therefore, Zahara, you will blind my foes. Now, in terms of writing, I don't know how I feel about this part. Like, I like it, but I don't at the same time. Called her a Ronin? Yeah, right here, yep. And, episode 140, 141, I think, confirms that. I didn't peep that in the original writing. I don't think I like this, but I don't at the same time. I like this because it can add to what we also see in actually this episode where Ilios directly says your reputation precedes you. Your name has been mentioned in the heavens. So it makes sense for Ilios to know her name and to actually know her entire name, right? Or her real name, right? So this part makes sense because of what Ilios is. And then when we look at 127, we obviously see that they had a conversation about Shay trying to get Zahara, aka Noragiri. It being created for him is kind of okay, but not really, because like Ilios was basically ordained for him, which is good. That's perfect. Zahara being ordained for him in this direct way, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I feel like Zahara would fit better as like a gift, or yeah, as like a gift, not something specifically given to him, but yeah, more so a gift as opposed to yeah, it's just as simply as opposed to something like made specifically for him to use. That's kind of how I thought he would be as Ronin. Like, I like it, but I don't at the same time. But oh, this also adds to the credence of like I think the other Great Four would know her real name, or maybe like Migdal El. All right, he broke through her. She's like, you know what? You got a point. Breaks off the armor. I like this. I like the little streak and then like the full flash. It goes from like the literal curse energy to straight fire. This is clean. And then it completely leaves her, leaves him, and then we get the fire ass pose with the cross or crucifix if we're being accurate. But you know, we got Mr. Orpharm right here. He didn't have to do all this actually. He didn't need to do all this. This is actually too much. Like, we get what you did, but then he like raise it into the air, signifying his victory. But then we get the crucifix, kind of adding to the prior statement, a little bit about it being ordained for him. I don't know. I like it, but I don't at the same time. It's weird. But this is fire. This is actually fire. And then Brent went out of his way to like draw this, but like way cleaner. Bro is feeling it. High key off topic, but I noticed Shay is like the shortest among the great four vessels. Did you notice that like recently, or you know, it's been a little commonality thing, a little thing known for a minute. Okay. 126. God is indeed adding. That's funny. You over there, who are you? I love this scene actually. And look at this nigga. He talking to me? What is this? What did you do? Hey, I'm talking to you. What have you done? And then we got the metal arm, the Ronin fit with the Zahara grip, breaking the frame. And the last stream I mentioned Brent sometimes drawing his arms too long. This is one of those examples. Like this don't feel parallel. Like his arm feels like if you drop it, it's like it goes all the way right here. Like his arm low-key too long in this panel. I'm not the only one who sees this, right? Like his arm is for sure too long in this panel, right? I don't think I'm tripping. But then we get again the Ronin fit. This fit is so tough, by the way. This fit is too tough. Scar with the Eye of Time. With the Zahara pool. He said the thing you were talking about ages ago just for it to be true. I was trying to tell y'all. Sometimes it feels like Brent be like listening to me talking. He's like, you know what? That's a great idea. I'm gonna write it just like that. And then other times he's like, you know what? Fuck this guy. The theory you had that landed the hardest, actually, everybody was like, oh my gosh, yo, how did you predict that one? And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I feel like all the pieces are there. And then we got the present version. The present version, I don't know, it kind of got, it's crazy how these images have completely different like auras. Like when you look at them, I might actually write this too. Hold on. 126, right? 126? 126. I almost put flashback, but it's flash forward. Yeah, perfect. The fact that we're only, oh, actually, we're kind of close. We're much further than where we were this time last stream. All right, let me keep going. This is clean. I like that it's contained right here, but I like that it's kind of overflowing right here. We did chains from Pandora. I like that the chains from Pandora actively come out of Andrea too, even though the Pandora's chest is miles away, damn near. It clings, it wraps, and it clings. He's standing there like, all right, you see I'm not moving, so. And she's like, damn. Pandora's seal release. She no longer belongs to us. See, maybe it's because she just heard what he said, but you just referred to him as he. How do you know it's a girl now? When the chains break, I like the visual of the chains breaking. Very nice. I may have underestimated you, my lord. You have brought Zahara under submission, as I am. So too is the blade your servant. Zahara is now free to roam, yet she chooses to follow you. Your shadow is where she will hide her light. Pandora's chains caused her to be bound to Andrea's soul, out of fear of it becoming free. Andrea trusts you, therefore she has released the weapon, now it follows you. Such a sad thing. Facts. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna put a hood on. I was like, damn, you got a hood too? Or take the cloak off. This nigga has had to fit on the entire time. Even the lost put faith in the fulfillment of your calling. Do not fail them, son. Takes his fit off. There go Jose, like, damn. Now just let that shit happen. Zahara, so that's her real name. And then there goes Andrea's motion. And this is why I say, like, it would have been fire for, like, Andrea and Shay's relationship if at this moment she released it, but then instead of dropping it, he gave it back to her. That would have been fire. And then he just, like, aura formed on Jose anyway. Alright, Zahara, so that's her real name. Nice, you've gotten yourself a consistent one. That's funny. I marvel at the fact she submitted to you. That's impressive. I've heard of what she can do, but you can barely contain your own chi. I can feel you struggling to conceal it. A sharp blade is nothing in the hands of a child. You cannot wield her, nor the power you were given. Someone's going to die today. And then, of course, Brent, continuing to give Shay hella aura. It is no secret who. Come on. The blade will destroy you, and when you are in ruin, all you love will soon follow. This nigga did not, he capping. He don't even know he capping. He capping hard. This never happened, gang. We will both reduce this place to rubble, but the difference between you and me is I welcome the rebirth. This was clean. And he had the giant star around himself. And then we go inside. Damn, it's hella scroll. Let me go inside. The cursed beauty of my talent. I can cause all what I destroy to be reborn. Except for life itself. So he can't bring niggas back, but he can like augment their bodies or something. After not talking for a good couple chapters too. Oh, you're talking about Shay. Facts. I think. Or I think. To think my own hands put out your light. Your memory should be joyous to me, but it leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. I will ensure they all drink from the same cup. They will know destruction with no hope. Or this is a biblical reference too. Like, this wasn't even this big before. And then he just staring. Renacimiento. As I destroy my body, the void will create anew. I low-key gotta do my Duolingo today. You talking about Shay? And then look, hide of rebirth. No talent description. Nowhere. Not right here. Not right here. Not right here. Nowhere. For what reason? What are we doing? Look at this big ass. What even color is this? Beige? Beige ass winged chicken with this damn celestial ass staff. And why does he have this? Like, what is this? What is this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be the rebirth? He gave him two suns, a star, another star, and then a damn moon. Remarkable, that man has hidden enough chi to fill a void. That is truly great power. Shall we reveal ours, my lord? Imagine Shay said no and just kept fighting him in base. That would have been so crazy. Look, straight out the shadow. Flinch his hand, straight out the shadow. Hit another pillar of fire. He hits another one. Another one. That has to be a moon, bro. Look. All right, we get the clean ass. Ooh, this is so clean. Clean ass flame armor with the back of the ends on fire. He don't got split ends. He got flame ends. Marvelous. We have been honored, my lord. I feel it, boy. You are worthy to stand against my divine power. You're gassing it, you're gassing it. But this guarantees that you will fall. In fact, it doesn't. His one-liner's not hitting anymore. The drawback of this upon your body will be great, my lord, for even my eyes have not witnessed the anointed war state. This was tough. This was tough. With the shield, this shield looked big as hell too. With the cloak or the cape, the gold armor with the Zahara blade. Come on, man. He hit the young Leo. That's funny. Scepter of 4 spices is so nasty. Hold on, let me go back. All right, what spices? One of them is for sure tahini because he's Hispanic. So this one tahini. What else he got over here? What this is? Might be onion powder, garlic powder. I don't know what this could be. This is like a damn sauce. This might be that red sauce actually. You know, the sauce you put in your tacos or your whatever they be putting in the tamales. Low key, that might be what this is. So we got tahini, red sauce, onion / garlic powder. What is this? This might be just an amalgamation of Hispanic spices. No racial. Don't cancel me, please. I love Hispanic people. And then he changes it though. So like, does he like focus one? But the properties of his talent still work. Moon is adobo. That's funny. Interesting depictions, Brent. Let us see how sturdy your shield is. I wonder. It's a good side scroll right here. I like the way this looks. And then Shay braces himself. And he blocks it. Now, wait, is he flying? No. He just straight blocks it. This low-key should have been like when you look at it up close, there's no actual damage here. How did Brent do this? Like, what did he use to do this? This is fire. This is fire. Except for, it's like a baseball field. Anyway. Did this nigga take a picture from Google Maps? Let me chill. So, low-key, there definitely should have been like some clear destruction here. This would have been nice. Just nice builds. Buildings being taken out. Cleared. My nigga Jose takes off. Come, Ilios, let us burn it all down. Pause. Let them choke on their blood and tears. What is with this dude? Then my nigga flies straight up. He wants all smoke. Photoshop? Like he got it from Photoshop? Interesting. Like what are those called? Stock images, kind of? Alright, my nigga hit the Ilios, the chariot wheel, with the ring of fire around him. Ring of fire around him. This was clean. Look, he got hit with straight attack, no defense at all. And where his little shit go? Nothing. He finna hit, bro. The fact that he blocked this attack with this part of his weapon is kind of crazy. Like, what are we? I would have dodged this shit. I'm not finna risk trying to block his very clear aim with this part of my weapon. Hell no. Look at the visuals. You do nothing but delay. Your shield will soon shatter. That shit never shatters, gang. And those you thought yourself able to protect will be the very... Shit, I cannot read. And those you thought yourself able to protect will be the very ones crying out against you. Hella stars. I love the star visual from him. Look at his staff, bro. There's literally nothing in these bones right now. When you are of no use to them, they will turn on you. And when that is all said and done, the good you have accomplished won't be able to save a single life. Look at him. He's trying to counter Aura Farm right now. Look at the bigger beam. Straight key blast. Bro put oomph in that pullback too. Look, he don't even like... He barely even... Like, he flies right next to it. He barely blocks it. He just grazes it on purpose. He low-key flexed on him because he said his shield would soon shatter. So instead of outright dodging, which we know he can do, this nigga flew right next to it, grazed his shield against it, and it didn't take any damage. Crazy durability. And my nigga flying around, taunting him damn near. He was like like Smash Bros. There go Andrea. Look. Rat tail Aurelus Andrea right now. You hate to see it, bro. You hate to see it. Took off her like armor fit just to get her weapon took. Madam Thomas. We came as soon as we... Good God. She looks... Ooh, she mean mugging. Stand your men down, Commander. There is little to nothing we can do here. The God Tier's conflict is not for us to meddle with. W implications? This would have been fire, bro. Like, look. What am I talking about? I should say this is fire. I don't know why I said this would have been fire. He should have just killed him right here. I don't know why Brent drew it like he was gonna take his head off. Just for these niggas to continue fighting. Anyway. That's that. Alright, we're on our 7th episode now. Actually, I think we're on our 8th technically. Since I read 120. This will be 8. This is definitely one of my favorite episodes this season. Alright, we got the counter boom. I love the visual of the beam. Got the heat flying. Wait, did I mark everything I wanted to from that episode? A new preset, Andrea Orlos. Yeah, cure chi influence may depend on the talent itself. 126, Shay holding the heart and flash forward and reset. Present scene. Yeah. I got what I needed from that one. Alright, we got clean ass Shay flying forward. Look, this is what I mean. The triple Tomas again, but now he's not missing at all. But like again, I said earlier, he is a bigger target. He's also not like dodging anymore. Alright, he come with the swing, counter swing. Look, he's not even using this part of the staff. He's using this weird. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, there go Reed. You thought he would be the poster boy of the season the way he in this episode. This nigga don't do nothing. Hey, but look at clean ass Rye. I can confirm this enemy has the same chi as a Gaki. Lord Heart is successfully overpowering him. You allowed this, Aldrich, but are you certain he can control what he's becoming? No. I have sacrificed enough, witnessed far too many of my comrades bleed before me. I trust your confidence in him, but know this, I will do anything to protect my children, even if it involves facing the God tier. There goes that bum. Low-key Reed versus the other GT would be kind of interesting. Like in story. Bruh. There we go. Oh, that's screen time for trash. I'm not reading that. Wait, I read this. Yes, I read this. No, you will not control him. Therefore, if Lord Hard becomes a danger to us all, I will shoot him down myself. I swear it. Oh, sounds like a fight. Are we up, father? This nigga just minded his business in his PS Vita. Enough, Haven. We share the same fears. I know the boy will not fail us. Have faith in me as I do in him. You should have put your face somewhere else, gangy. Stand down. You are only to observe. I chose you because you look through the eyes of a father. And the fight has passed us and moved on to our sons. Hold up. This might have been even more foreshadowing for Reed's fate. Low key. Low key. Then I come back and you finally get into the final part of the fight. Low-key foreshadowing. Was he trying to like grab him right here? Like, what is this move? What is the tactic here? I'm not seeing no stars. I'm not seeing nothing. And then he got boomed by the shield. Look, he like, oh, he getting too close. The fuck back. Sprayed him with some damn Some damn bird spray. Flew to the left. Yeah, that would be his left, his right. Flew to the left. In the smoking fog, cleaved off his entire arm. No longer has his weapon. W streamer, appreciate you. I'm assuming this is him like cauterizing the wound. But low-key, he should have tried to get his staff back. I would have got my weapon back. You crazy. Yeah, see, he ain't reacting enough. Like, he just got his arm took. He should have hit that Jin, and instead of how Jin grabbed the sword with his mouth, he should have tried to hit a reversal. Grabbed it, took his other free hand, very free, grabbed his staff, and tried to shoot that shit again. That would have been fire. W choreography. But you know, he just cauterized his wound, created this big ass fucking star hand. He on his Smash Bros shit with this one. He tried to be Master Hand with this one. Hit him with the enough because he pissed off now. Slam him into the ground. But he severed it. He looks up at him. Siri, shut up. I have failed to wait. Let me read the black part first. He severed my stars before they can explode. I have decided your fate. I will uproot everything standing proudly before me. Listen, boy, I will destroy this city and from its ashes create a cosmic realm worthy to be destroyed again. And again and again until my anger is sated. You won't be able to cut down these... You won't be able to cut down these in their numbers. Low-key, it would have been way better if he was like, I'm gonna destroy Japan. Like, he should have just attacked all of Japan instead of just trying to destroy just Shinjuku. Couldn't he just rebirth a new one low-key? And that's another point I'm making. Like, bro not even really using his talent to the full potential. What are you doing? You could also even argue that he could just make another one, unless you counter argue that he can't rebirth in his highest form or his self. But it's like, huh? Nigga, huh? Depictions is what I be talking about. Home means Bucky. What the? That nigga said Jose means Bucky, I guess. Crazy. And to those who remain, I will be their new god. This was clean. Hella stars. It would have been so much more aura if he covered all of Japan, though. Or, hear me out. The same way Shay hit the mountain level Tomas, we should have got a freaking like island level, because Japan's an island. Island level or size rebirth star above Jose on some spirit bomb shit, right? And then it would have made a little bit more sense for Shay to use Sun through Moon, cut Jose in half, cut the attack in half, and cut the moon in half, and still have the attack keep going for potential continuous damage. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Come on. Are y'all seeing the vision? He said bro had to just say some blasphemy and it sealed his fate. No wait, no wonder Reed a bum. He therefore vibes as a widow main. Yo, W reference, that's hilarious. So his most powerful state can't use his base level ability? That's what I'm saying, bro. L depiction. He should have rebirthed him this new set of wings too. Look, you think I'm walking around with singed wing? Hell no, I'm not. I'm never doing that. Wait, where's the other? Hold on, let me scroll real quick. I'm gonna come back and read this, of course. There's a scene I'm looking for specifically. Like this right here, like this like void type look. This also can add to why people may think, oh, there's a void talent. I don't really care about that discussion. But like, if he instead of just making all these like mini stars, blah 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 blah, if he just made one big one that just covered all of Japan, that shit would have been fire. Like, that would have been way more fire. let's go back up. The chosen Shay WinCon always have the villain play blasphemy. It's funny. One thing I do like, hold on, another thing I think I really like is the fire visual for Helios Shay. He could have made literal star clone copies or something. I don't think he can do all that. That doesn't make sense. Star hands or arms. That makes sense, but like, if the idea is to destroy the city, just make one big one. Like, just make one big one. Alright, he grows desperate, Lord Hart. In his haste, he has become a fool. I am angered by his words. This makes sense. It's really funny. No mortal ought to claim to be a god. We shall end this now, whilst your body can still maintain this form. It is time to perform it, my lord. I got like a similar sort of like concept where I'm gonna write like a sort of vague intro to a technique, and then we'll like see the technique later. Not that far later, but like moments later. This flashback was clean too. We should have saw more of this. I think I have this, but I'm gonna write it again. Okay, this was clean. So this is the rod you had the organization Code make for you. Why he say it like that? Like he don't know who Code is. This nigga got the skulls on his head. What do you think he does with these? You think he play soccer? You think he kicks the skulls? Let me chill. A conductor, it will allow you to channel your flames for our greatest attack. By focusing impact on one point, you will have utter control over its devastation. That's Zonka no Tachi vibe. Lord Leo channeled my energy into physical form by creating weapons, but if you, young lord, can somehow direct it, I can put all my chi into it. I too wonder what we might create. However, one issue remains. This rod is already melting. This would piss me off too. Look at this. This kind of reminds me of he was making beats is crazy. This reminds me of an Attack on Titan where they had those big ass like barrels and they had to have like keep reusing them because like after one shot they would blow up. It would have been kind of cool if for a little while, or even like I guess like during Shay's like flashback training, we saw Shay use this rod more than once. So like let's just say he had like 5 of them and he was attempting to use Sun Through Moon on the Titans that like kept trying to track him down. It would have been kind of cool if he had multiple of these rods that he had to keep reusing because the rods aren't sustainable. The conductor they eventually break, right? They melt. They can't actually contain the entirety of his heat, right? That would have been a very interesting concept to play with, right? Because then we can recall to this very specific moment, like the first time he ever used it, and then we get the actual success of Sun Through Moon. I think that would something like that would work. Yeah, I think something like that would work. Because it shows more progress in a more thoughtful and kind of drawn out way. But it takes away from Shay kind of just getting the keys to success seemingly much sooner, you know, like in air quotes. Whereas we actually see where he struggles in trying to use this technique. Like he just doesn't have what's necessary. We already see when I'll read it where he tries to do it with what's his name, with Venter. I also think that in training would have been nice too. Like actually showing that would have been really really cool. But I think this concept is slightly better. Like imagine there's like relatively strong, like even just like physically strong Titan generals, right? And Shay's actively, doing that live combat training, and he grabs like two of these rods and just fires off a fucking sun through moon related technique through the rod, just offing them, right? But then it fucking melts and breaks, and he can't use it anymore. That'd be fire. That'd be kind of clean. No pun intended. I heard that. Thousands of layers of heat-proof metals wrapped around a titanium core, and it still can't stand more than two applications. See, and this is of course why I said two, I think. The rod is a failure. For this attack to work, I need something that won't bend. I won't put Venter through it again. His handle didn't make it through our last attempt. This nigga always mean mugging, bro. Look. Perhaps a talent weapon is the correct route, my lord. This body of yours has survived me while allowing Venter access to your chi. If it can survive it. This is weird. This is weird because the way Brent describes it, it's like talent weapons have their own chi that's being used, but then at the same time, this implies that talent weapons also use their wielder's chi. Why? Like why? Like why depict it like that? I guess that's what make like humans and Kimyos different, because if a human uses a talent object, he can only use his chi or their chi or the weapon's chi, but a Kimyo can use the weapon's chi and his chi together, sort of like melded together, I guess. Kind of. That kind of makes sense. Maybe. Like, maybe. But even still, like, be more accurate about it then. Like, if that's the case, just write it. Write it in here, nigga. Anyway, if it can survive a talent weapon so great, what's another? A talent weapon strong enough to channel our flames at their hottest would carry great amounts of chi. I'd be wielding a third talent. Will this body allow it, Lord Mahalalel? Yes, there is room for more. Have you a specific one in mind, my lord? And then we look at this fucking great wall right here that he broke. And then we get the flashback to Zahara, which is what he had in mind. This is the moment you prepared for, and it is up to you to execute it. We may have never done this before, but once we do, it will cost all of my chi as well as this new form. Once my chi is gone, yours will be revealed. You have successfully hidden your chi behind mine for so long, but soon you may never be able to conceal its weight again. What time are we at? Almost 3 hours, okay. Chi's purpose is to strengthen its talent, but what does the body with the greatest chi pool do with all that energy and no talent? It pours it into survival. It pours it into survival, Lord Heart. All of your chi is in your body. You can survive the combustion of my talent as your body may very well be unbreakable. This nigga's still in the same pose while Ilios monologuing. This chi you have... I cannot read. This chi you have been using up until... The chi you have been using up until this point was my own, but that which you felt growing within you is your dormant chi from birth, the chi of Thanatos. Are you ready for the world to know it? Yes. Very well, we must hurry. Your body can't maintain this form much longer, as it is not accustomed to it. As we discussed, my lord, in regards to the use of this attack, I only have one rule. I once thought code would never understand my grief, the pain of taking the life of your only son by accident. W. Lore. But they seem to be sending boys like you to their death pretty often. That is no mere accidente. This is nasty. This is so nasty. Yo, Brent's so funny for that. Why did he throw it in there like that? You serve a monster more hideous than I, Ilios. You can only use this attack once physically beneath your opponent. This attack kills those who claim to be gods. Only when they exalt themselves do we ensure they will fall. And then he, like, Like, maybe his talent is void related, kind of, because it looks like this one's coming through like a portal void type vibes. Maybe. Look, headless stars. Why didn't he just create one big one, bro? Like, you might as well just clear the whole sky, my nigga. Now, then my nigga hit the Ilios. Wing. Look, look. You can see the light. You can see the light. Look at the big ass fire, bro. Sun through moon. Shoo. Go straight through the moon. Straight through it. No time to react. Straight through it. And it keeps going to it. Don't stop here. Keep going. Who knows what he had after that? Cuts Jose right in half. Right through the middle with a little branching out effects. This is fire. He never saw this coming. Chairman, you were wrong. If what I'm detecting is correct, you should be able to feel this chi where you are. Contact the moon base immediately. Alert all nations. And gather all the lords. W freaking episode. I don't think there's anything I need to mention about that one. I already mentioned Shay and his training. So they would have to interact for them to be effective, in my opinion. You gotta expand on that one. That's a slightly blank statement. Instantaneous to the moon might be a light speed attack. Probably. Code Moon Base. We have 128. Also another really good episode, one of my favorites. Code Moon Base. Wait, I think I wrote it from 116. But I'll write it here again. I'll just write it prematurely. Niggas, they know what was finna happen. Look, straight through the moon. I know people thought this was Keith. I'm so glad they was wrong. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't want to disagree just in case they was right. Low key, but I'm so glad they were wrong. Is the music playing? Good. Look, the Kim Yo children, them niggas shook. Look, them niggas shook. What y'all think his talent is? He probably got what do y'all think his occupation is? I was gonna say welding, but I can't really tell. There go Brent with the clouds. There go Brent with the clouds. Look at the surrounding area. Just hold this entire city. Shinjuku, 3:45 p.m. Look at Leif. Look. Grab it. Move. This is so clean. You did it, boy. Exactly what was expected of you. You managed to destroy Shinjuku, a city you aimed to protect. Or was that your original plan? Making a statement. Oh, W intuition. That's the word I'm looking for. What does it even matter to me? You're the one who must answer for it. See, like, he's perfectly fine, bro. Look at how Brent drew him in the ice, though. Like, look at his arm. Look at this nigga's arm, bro. So nasty. Alright, he grabs Venter. Attaches it, puts it back on his back. Look at him in this corner, too. Like, come on. Did you think the city-wide evacuation was a success prior to our literal engagement? You killed civilians, Mr. Hart. The captain underestimated you, that's on him, but as you sliced him in two with your flames, how many casualties do you presume were sustained in the neighboring areas? You and I are the same, the only difference is you paint your face, Shay Hart. Spare him, Shay, let the army recover him. He has no fight left. First off, give me this fit. No. He's like, what? Boom! And I'm walking away perfectly fine. Put this nice little cloth around my body. Thank goodness. W hug. The nuclear vials are destroyed. That waste will remain and cause Shinjuku to be uninhabitable by humans. Are you alright, Shay? What was that? A declaration of war. This isn't good. What was that chi coming from you? I've never felt anything like it. If I felt it that strongly, everyone did. It was like an old enemy who I feel I should know. You need to lay low, Shay. The gods who have an oath. They will not understand. Poof! Look. Look at the beads. Look at the beads. She always pull up clean with the beads. No. Lord Shayhart. By command of the 10, you are ordered to stand down and surrender your arms. This is an order without question. You are detained. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga Vatic, bro. Actually, this is Okeanos. Look at this nigga, bro. Why aren't you talking to your brother? Why are you talking cash shit, but not talking to your mans? What's up, Ronan? I should have seen it when we first met, but I do now. You do not just possess my wicked brother's body, but his chi as well, the chi of Thanatos. There are casualties on the moon base. You destroyed the city. Was it you or the mind of Thanatos within you? Answer me, Heart. Why was this nigga so aggro? I hate this nigga. Random, but the fact powerful Kamio can survive in radiation proves Sabito giving Minato them hands. That's funny. That's funny. We've been searching for and fighting this exact cheese, some of us our entire lives. And then you suddenly reveal it within you, Lord Hart. You have officially renounced our trust. This nigga also, like, you're not making sense with this statement. Slow down, everyone. We were all aware he was in possession of Thanatos' body, but the chi may have been dormant. My nigga, the only one speaking with some sense. He said Okeanos don't care about Ilios. Who's rank 2? No one. I refuse to believe that he himself is the reincarnation of our enemy. Have you not read of his birth, Minamoto? He has always been him. Another hating ass nigga. And look, this nigga also aggro. He's even hiding it now. I can't sense any of it. Are you even who you say you are? I will take no chances with chi like that. And this nigga quiet. Look, humble farming. I told y'all he always humble farming. Lord Haven is right. We know Thanatos has returned but cannot locate him. And then Lord Hart does this. Anything that risks the lives of my people will not be permitted to live. Do you understand that? W individual agenda gods here. I love everybody got their own agenda. Forgive us, Lord Hart. There are too many questions, yet the major issue remains. The lords are sworn by an oath to lay down their lives to protect against one threat, and everything points to you being that threat, my lord. Please surrender until further notice. Hey, fuck Tao. I'm kidding. I think he'll be cool. Yeah, I think he'll be cool. Have you all gone mad? You cannot find Thanatos, so you lock away your own comrade? He's bled for us, no cap. You do not understand, Lady Thomas. The lords are bound by their oath. I wonder if that has something to do with a seal, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, they're bound by oath, but I wonder if it's bound to, like, a seal related to Aldris's talent. That'd be kind of interesting. iPad Kid Tao. They will risk everything to defeat Thanatos. Every order, every plan, and every life comes second to stopping him. They are sworn to protect this world from one person, and they cannot make sense of the fact that Lord Hart not only has his body, but now his chi. Oh, and there go W-Man's Anton. Joining like he was here the whole time, just waiting for some bullshit to pop off. Sorry, I'm yawning. Anton King, move. You're unwisely standing in the god tier's way. This nigga was so aggro. And he don't ever like apologize, chill out in relation to Shay. Like, his 180 is worse than Grimbor's, bro. Fuck this guy. And look, 2 words. I know. Not a care in the world. This pick is aura too. He not even looking up. He looking down, but he got my nigga Kong ready still. Kong on standby at all times. Seems today is your first day as the new 7th head of code, and you started by opposing the god tier's wishes. For some, that has been a death sentence. Others may call you foolish, but I know what Kong can do. You'd kill at least one of us before you fell. As I said, comrades, we must stand down. There is no need for bloodshed, there is no need for more bloodshed this day. We must avoid fighting at all costs. Wait, and then, haha, my nigga come in here or a farming. And by that, you are correct, my lord. You. Kong palming that grown man head is ridiculous, or it's hilarious. Yo, that's funny. My nigga Jin, he grabbed his sword. Shing! Look, shing! That boy too clean. Look, the rest of the squad pull up too. Once we get a talent reveal for everybody involved in this episode, I'm gonna do a pillars versus the god tier sort of fight video. It's gonna be just interesting to discuss it, just because like I want to look at like how talents would interact in this sort of space. This is a matter of the first table, and it does not concern the lords. So indeed, we must avoid a fight at all costs. We have not fought for some time, and men have forgotten what we are capable of. Even the first table opposes us. This is going too far. We should indeed stand down, lest many of us die today. Grimbor isn't called the White Fang for nothing. His nickname is... It's cool, but like... I don't know if it really fit him for real. Why is rank 5 the only one using common sense in this situation? Everybody has their own agenda, that's why. There is no need to spill blood once Lord Hart complies. We have people to protect. But I must ask, why the change of heart? Do you side with him now, Grimbor Jin? Lord Hart, my apologies for our initial interaction. I was consumed by the thought of the people I need to keep alive. Who, my nigga, who? Who, Brent? Who? I thought we did not share the same resolve, but I understand it now. You will lay down your life as I would. Shit, I can't read. You will lay down your life as I will. Why did he say as will I? Why did he say it like that? And you may be our only hope of stopping what is to come, even if it means using the very chi of our enemy. Cause Minamoto got humbled by the last Ilios user. You not trying to get that smoke? Hey yo, that's funny. That's funny. I have been on the front lines longer than most, and I know the cost of victory. Can we get like a Pillars movie, Brent? Like this like subtle hype they have, but like no showcase? Come on, bro. Like, Jin should be like the first pillar, right? He should be the first scouted pillar. It would also be cool if Jin, even though he's not the leader, at least like maybe looked into other candidates or something. Like, come on. What are we doing? Here's my impression of an owl, but if he was confused by the author of Ordeal. Yo, another W reference. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. I stand at your side, but I also come bearing bad news. This was a fire episode, bro. So much info. Former Minister Gary Achoy has been proven innocent. There has been a cabal in your country, my lord. A minister named Richard, I'm not saying his last name, broke his silence. He provided us with evidence that fully exonerated Achoy. Several political leaders were threatened to keep silent. Richard told Code there was no one in his own government he could trust. He placed his wife, Minister Barbara, in our protective custody while he gathered concrete evidence. He was under surveillance. They found his body this morning. It seems a Titan killed him. Hold on, let me think of the timeline right now. I wonder if I could say one of my characters did that. I'm gonna have to write something for that. We'll come back to that. That letter has the name of vile individuals who belong to an underground consortium that holds Trinidad and Tobago's power. I think you should read it. I mean, I would really hope you would want him to read it. Like, you just gonna hand him this letter and he throw it away and burn it? Like, come on, man. Furthermore, Achoy has been held at Patmos per request. Since it is cut off from the outside world, He would not be able to fight his accusers. I am on my way there now to have him released. That letter also has a copy of his exoneration. I'll go. He's my people. If I were him, I'd have no trust in outsiders. Look at how look at how his eye moving. Very well then, Sir Eric will provide you with Patmos' current location, as it is still highly classified. You'll go alone. I take it you will fly there. Like, this wasn't necessary. Like, we know he can fly, my nigga, come on. Those in the area will be informed of your imminent arrival. As for us, what are your orders, Lord Hart? You still sit at the head of our table. Where you send us, we will go. Now, with this one, real quick, let me pull up an image. Because he said find him. Thanato's hiding is no mere coincidence. He is planning something. He must not put any pieces together. Right? Let me pull up an image real quick from the, what is it called? The season 3 trailer. That is not the right image. Wait. Nope. I'm capping. Here, this one. This shit right here. Y'all remember this? Did y'all remember this? Brent had me thinking, man, not only are these niggas clean, they're ready to go fight something. I thought this scene was gonna be fire. I was waiting to read this. I would have happily turned my phone to the side to read this. But no, this is wallpaper material at best. And we don't even have this image. It's not even on Patreon. I had to screenshot this chopped ass visual from the trailer. We had Jin at the front. Junie don't even got her weapon still, so I still don't know what her talent could be. We got Lava Boy Tandor, and we got no hands, straight defense Eric. Like, we could have at least got some preamble. They in the mountains area, like where were they even going? Where could this possibly be at? It's too much Earth on the world to not have them do some cool shit in a different area before they fight Thanatos ass. Come on, Bran. This is what happens when you limit your episodes to 50. This is the direct result right there. Not gonna lie, I saw that and knew death was coming. Yeah, that shit was a lie. Yeah, he's going to pull up to your shit and you can't do anything about it. Official ordeal. Log in to hear chopped ass visual from the trailer. I'm out of here. Yo, this is so crazy. I mean, I'm gonna still keep it 1,000 with you. I'm gonna keep it 100,000 with you, sir. You gotta upload more of those visuals on the Patreon. High quality. We need more. You saw the image. The resolution was bad. And if I use my resolution app, it's not gonna look any better, I promise. It has to have a good base to increase the quality. The base right there for the screenshot, not good quality. You have a good night though, sir. Alright, did I read all this? I did. I read this too. Good job surviving a season, Brent. You'll hear my thoughts. You'll hear my thoughts. Y'all like wolves on I'm not gonna say that. Lock in. No. We're not like wolves. You just gotta understand that as a Christian and a lover of such media, I have very high hopes and high expectations and really can see the potential of Ordeal. And right now, if I'm being honest, Brent, it feels like you were flying a plane and like everything was good, and then for whatever reason you twitched and the whole plane turned and it like went straight to the ground. I can't lie. I'm gonna be completely honest, 1,000% at all times. Okay, I read this part. Enough, you still haven't dealt with us. The chi coming from you may be more dangerous than you understand. I will not let you leave. Wait, more like Viltrumite? Wait, Volters with the scraps of the season we gotta pick at? Calm down, Lord Atkin, you're getting too hot. His body must be studied, yes, but members of the First Table possess diplomatic immunity. He said, the plain analogy is crazy, I'm done, bye. You have a good night, Brent. I'm gonna always keep it a 1000% with you. I'll never, what's the word I want to use? I'm gonna just keep it like that. I'm gonna keep it G real. I'm never gonna fake it. With me, you get 100% honesty. I also like using analogies, so. This season is a representation of that one horse drawing? I feel like I half know what you're talking about. Come on, Brent, you have Street Fighter potential. Iron sharpens iron, we gotta get you there with truth and truth alone. Yo, that Street Fighter thing was fire, and he still hasn't put it on Patreon. Brent, what are we doing? I want to read it again. He might not be able to, though. Working on something, though. Just need hyper approval. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night. OG? Well, I got OG. Even though I'm at least a few years younger than him. We're always waiting, Brent. That sounds so creepy without, like, full context. You have a good night, sir. Also, this diplomatic immunity thing should have been explored a little bit more. Like, they were going to be fine in Japan anyway, because that's where Code HQ is. But let them do this in, like, Africa. Let them do this in, like, Europe. I would have loved to explore this concept a little bit more. Let me see if I can actually put this in notes. Let me put this diplomatic immunity concept not fully explored. Okay, you would be breaking every rule of code to detain him. So basically, we already know what diplomatic immunity is, which is honestly crazy. Not gonna lie. But even the GT can't detain the pillars. Sheesh, man. You'll be breaking every rule of code to detain him. I will not allow that. You will not. Bro, this is funny. You will let him be. Isn't maintaining order amongst our kind a top priority? This the kind of question I be asking niggas. Like this the kind of like the flip, we go right back. Like say something like this and then flip it with a question. Me and Eric kind of think the same a little bit. Hold up. Brent thought he was gonna come in here and get nice words. I'm sorry, sir. You're gonna get the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts. But where there is truth, there is honesty. When there is honesty, there is room for growth. Let me stop. Our oath supersedes all, Eric. Personally, I have nothing against the young man. Leo earned our utmost respect. Therefore, I will ensure he is treated fairly. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say nothing crazy because she a white woman, but you know, something about her seem a little... I don't know. We don't know about you, Bree. I love Junie part right here. We know of your oath, my lord, but we are telling you you will not let him leave. Consider us a union of, if you will. We can sit and speak about this newly developed situation amongst ourselves afterwards. He, however, will be excused from the conversation. This is non-negotiable, my lords. Anton King, going against code for your tribe, are we? Your movements have not been tied to the seven heads. You seem independent. It was my only condition to joining the seven-headed lion, my lord. Full liberty around any matter concerning my pack. And then this nigga completely talking about a whole different subject. I knew I recognized it. Around Lord Heart's waist is a talent item known as the Elder's Mantle. This is the reason we cannot sense his chi anymore. If he leaves, we may never, we may not ever be able to find him again. Nigga said Junie already acting up. She definitely got that, like, that trigger finger itch. We have spoken enough. There is no time. Wait. We have spoken enough. Time is no longer free to squander. It is decided we will take Lord Hart by force. And look, it still pissed me off that niggas thought this panel right here was Shay using the Eye of Time. Are we serious? Are we serious? I had to have Brent say on stream that this wasn't the Eye of Time. Now, I would never use that as proof. That's not who I am. But come on, this is literally blue fire. This is blue. It's blue. This is blue flames. He did this same thing in episode 114. He did that in episode 114 with his other eye when he was talking to freaking Aldrich. And y'all think this was the Eye of Time? Are we serious? Are we dead ass? Are our thinking caps not on? Did somebody blow out your brains? I don't understand. How did we get there? This being the hold on. People thinking the Eye of Time was right here, I'm not gonna lie, same niggas who thought Jose in the teasers was Tevin. I'm gonna be honest. It's the same sort of like thinking, like it's the same sort of like how did we get here? Like, where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? Because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing what y'all seeing. And I'm wearing glasses to see better. So, I got 4K vision on. Y'all watching in 480p. Anyway, this is an outcome I, the Fifth Lord, do not desire. Our oath is certain, with only one exception. All lords present must agree, and thank God there is one of us who thinks differently from even I. Speak up, Lord Oliveira. The alternative proposed must be agreed upon unanimously. Thank you. What I speak will be my final proposition. I will substitute my life for his. Why don't we get this capitalization either? Hold on. What should I say? Hopefully I'll know what I mean when I make this note. Lord Hart will be free to continue his duties while providing constant updates of his location to a trusted S-rank Kimyo of his choosing, with Andrea clearly being the Kimyo. That Chiwi all felt fights on our behalf. Lord Hart must remain free. His impact will win us the war. If he fails to do this or breaks any of these stipulations as a member of the first table, I will go to the execution on his behalf. Oh, my fault, I should have shown his face. With this, only the blood of one is shed, and our main enemy continues to receive our full attention. All in favor? And you know them niggas said aye. Alright, 129. I literally didn't say anything when they said his blue flames were the Eye of Time. Had to let it go for my own sanity. That was some crazy. Oh, I like this one. Oh, let me drink some water real quick. Wait a minute, hold up. This episode doesn't have the ordeal symbol on it. This mean Brent don't gotta put the little preview he does. He don't gotta put that at all. It kind of makes sense as to why there's no like no actually no it doesn't make sense. Cause this is like half the episode right here, and it switches. He ain't put the whatchamacallit in this one. I didn't notice that. What am I gonna eat? I'm not really hungry, so probably nothing. Currently 7 p.m. on the dot. Alright, let's go. Kill him. Damn it. How did they find us? Die! Fucking fodder. Niggas is funny. Boom. Sir, he's like a damn tank. I mean, he just straight moving forward. No aura loss. Look, look. Why are we aiming here when his head is right there? These niggas only know one trajectory. Like, if you just aim it just a little, hold on, like, just a little bit higher. A little bit higher. Like, you put it down, like, right here. Raise it up, you know, right there. You might get better results. Wait, why won't you die, you greyhound dog? Damn, took them niggas out with a flash step. Look, he closed this distance in one step. Honestly, he did the same thing with Yukiko too. Look, took them niggas out, lifted them in the air. And you know, he aiming for straight head too. It literally looks like his skull is turned and you don't even see his brain, so. And there's this dude right here. He let go, but Tevin got W reaction speed. Bam! Just look at all the blood. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look. Bam! 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 You hate to see it, but you love to see it. And then he got blood on his face. Ugh, bro, it's on your lip. Wipe your mouth. Sigh. You men sentence yourselves to your own demise. I am not to blame for this. You chose the wicked side. Lewis, how's it going over there? And then he turns. And this nigga got just everybody strangled up. His head's taken. Look, he got him and him and him all the same. His head took. This low-key the same dude, actually, when you think about it. He's hanging upside down. Who else got it? Look, him right there. Just his whole skull gone. I'm not finna count how many people in this panel. But I'd hate to be every single one of them. And then there's a sniper dude. Stupid support Kimyo's always got your damn arms folded. Yeah? Try some lead in your skull. He thought he was so cool saying this too. Just for his snipe to get blocked. Nigga, it got blocked. You know how mad I'd be if I got a clear shot at somebody? I take it, it's about to hit, and this happens? I might as well turn the barrel around myself, blow my own brains out. Look at what he does. Look, look. Should have did it to yourself, my guy. I'm gonna lie, he kind of aura walked off the ash. This was clean. He don't really ever gotta touch the ground, but he be touching the ground. Pirate scum. They've been taking supplies from neighboring towns to sustain their men. How many do you think handed over their meals willingly? And what do you think these guys did to them? You don't want to know that one, my guy. Despite their allegiance, they had it coming, Tevin. Feel nothing for them. This is the... Oh, wait. This is only the... Oh, this was the second oil rig. So they're... Oh, my gosh, bro. The potential for Tevin to have a fight just skyrocketed off that singular statement. We could have had them hit another oil rig, and my nigga Tevin fight somebody with Ryu's memories, and then hit a blacksmith forged shark hide, or megalodon hide. Megalodon hide would have been so crazy. Oh man, the possibilities. All finna cry thinking about it. Damn. Oh my gosh. Nigga Tevin got hoed. Oh, he got hoed something crazy. We could have had them on another rig for Kenyo to also be there because they are associated with Thanatos. I'm hot. Man, I'm hot. I'm pissed. You could even say that not only did that Kenyo know Ryu, he has his memories because he was his clear superior. Oh, that would have been so fire. That would have been so fire. Oh man. I'm sad we didn't get that dinosaur look to Rhino, like his half transformation look like. Dinosaur look? I remember in the DMs I got hit with a pump fake too. I thought like the way the pick was, I thought we were getting to like a Tyrannosaurus or a Triceratops type thing. I was like, oh, this is a W image, man. I love what this is, and then it's just Rhino hide. It's like, damn. I guess. Okay, this is the second oil rig we've hit. To think they took over with so little noise, it went undetected for weeks. Well, they're silent now, that's for sure. This nigga not funny. Inspector, main deck secured. Excellent job, gentlemen. Looks like the main deck had 3 times the amount of footmen on board. We successfully cleared the lower levels, and there weren't nearly as many there. They knew we were coming after we cleared the first vessel, and still didn't stand a chance. Yeah. There's still more work to be done, but it must wait. I have bad news. Come on, bro. There was so much potential here. Fuck. Nigga had Tevin off-screen a bunch of humans. Ah, ha, ha. Man, fuck humans, bro. I'm not trying to see them. Man, that's so ass. I could cry right now. We received distress signals from Central Trinidad, where Azam and Yukiko are currently located. An evacuation team is on its way. They should be flying in. What? I'm sorry, Lewis. I could not guarantee their safety. I told you that nigga was capping. I have no further details of their current status. Yukiko will be alright, brother. Azam is with her. He'll protect her just fine. And then he pissed off tweaking. And who will protect him? Take my boat. I already instructed my lieutenant to take one of you there immediately. I assume it'll be you, Sir Hemlock. Thank you, but I'll fly. It'll be quicker. It would have been kind of cool if he knew exactly how fast he was going. Or if he like did a multiplicative thing and said it'll be X times faster than taking a boat. Nigga just said quicker. Very well, I hope it's nothing serious. Sorry. You're right, brother. Make sure they're both safe and get back. That nigga never got back. You're gonna have to fight by yourself. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, hold on. Let me, I don't dislike the fights we get this season, but I do dislike the fact that some of the composition for teams doesn't really matter. I'll say it like this. I'm gonna do early season duos. Not important. Would have gotten. This mostly applies to like Shay, Andrea. Actually, it really only applies to them. I think Shay and Andrea, their like pairing still technically makes sense. And then specifically for Shay, and then Yukiko and Azam's pairing is like, it makes sense because they're kind of the youngest. I should just specify it to Lewis and Tevin then, because we don't really see them. I don't really see how they interact, for real. Like, instead of, okay, so I know I've already mentioned the route we could have taken with Tevin and a Kimyo, and like a captain level Kimyo potentially on the rig. But in the event that like Lewis kind of stayed, it would have also been interesting, or or yeah, or it could also go like this. Like if Lewis stayed, or like let's just say this kind of was delayed a little bit so that they do end up fighting on a third rig, and like Lewis and Tevin are fighting this sort of captain level Kimyo, and then Lewis goes to leave, right? That still gives Tevin room to kind of flex and finesse on his own, but it also kind of shows the capacity they have as a pairing in terms of combat, which would have been kind of cool. Man, Megalodon Hive would have been some crazy, bro. Oh my. Just imagine. Just imagine. I could cry thinking about it. It's so beautiful in my head. Oh, wait. I read this part. I leave the safety of the Greyhounds to you, brother. Don't let your guard down. You're out here alone now. Give him hell. Like, this was such a big, like a teaser to think that Tevin was gonna fight by himself. Nothing. Back to Yukiko, though. Did I get him? Wait. Oh, that's from when she used Black Ice, right? What? What is that? Is that why he's able to regenerate? He's a monster from a story. He doesn't have a soul. That must be what keeps him going in place of one. You may not be real, but you have a heart to protect, just like mine. See, with this information, I would have thought she was gonna go for decor. Like, I thought her intelligence was gonna triumph over her lack of experience. And she kind of did in like the very last minute, but it didn't matter apparently, which is kind of trash. It's kind of trash. Okay, wait. You may not be real, but you have a heart to protect, just like mine. Bro, you ready for the punch? Where did his sword go? How did he get it back later? Did he ever get it back? I don't think he did actually. Okay, she hit the clean sidestep slash. Freeze his leg, freeze his foot, keep him in place, hit him with a double slash. Look at that damage, and she even hit him so hard it's going right behind him too. Debut attack potency. She frees my nigga. Look at how it breaks the frame again. I'm sorry, but I can't allow you to go on. She like surges ice near him some more. He heals though. In some weird way, I have to thank you, mister. For the first man I will kill will be only a dream. This was tough. This was tough. And we got part 3. Alright, look. I love the way like Brent draws a Zom's weapon when he uses it. I genuinely love it. This is just such a nice, satisfying visual to me. With the slash to the shoulder. The punch. But you know he moved out the way. He's too fast for this. You're not going to catch him. That means he moved, zipped, got right here. Threw the chains around him. Stabbed him though. Like, come on. He too clean. My nigga is clean right here. He actually has blood. This is so... these niggas are... I remember these characters being drawn. They're silhouettes. I remember these were posted on Instagram and people... I'm pretty sure we as a collective guessed these were going to be Titans or Gaki. I'm pretty sure that was the assumption. These sumo wrestler ass niggas. I'm not gonna lie, it would be kind of interesting if like this art design concept came back and we did actually get a sort of like sumo wrestler pairing without the mask though. Keep the like, just take this, make it a facial hair or make it like a hair thing instead of a mask. Give them the same look, make them twins. Bam, I got you 2 power type Kimyos right there. Alright, he finna slam down. There you go, big guy. Look, crush them niggas. Oh my goodness. He said, don't look at me, you did it. While this nigga is crying. A menace. And then he basically kneed him in the face. Chin checked him. Launched himself into the air. This go his second ability in Rivals right here. Whip the weapon around him. Don't worry, big guy. This was so clean too. You'll be joining them soon. And then he strikes like lightning. Beautiful visual. Beautiful visual. This also kind of shows he can like, he doesn't just move fast, but he can almost like force his trajectory in a certain direction, if you get what I'm saying. Because like, technically speaking, there's no way for him to like increase his speed and like how he's moving in this moment. But the way kitting works, like, it basically implies that he can just augment his trajectory. And bam, crashes like lightning. Beautiful technique. Cuts it in half. The blood raining on him. Look at my nigga, clean. Picking up his weapon from the ground. There's actually too much sauce here. Like, I'm not the biggest Azam fan, but you can't deny the swag in these panels. I appreciate you saying Azam is 4 pillars tier. Back when these episodes first came out, I knew he was stronger than what was shown. Man, cut out the 4, it's just pillars. Psh, I'm supposed to be impressed? Of course you figured out you needed to hit its core. You think as fast as you move. Have you power reference? What actually impresses me is that you haven't fallen asleep yet. My chi is everywhere, and it has a particular side effect. Oh, this right. Right. Wait, yeah. And then I'm gonna do power expansion, and then I'm gonna look at I'm gonna say Ephialtis's chi. Sheesh. Chi, I'm gonna say side effect. Well done, you killed a nightmare. Guess that makes you a bigger one, Azam. W Glaze, I think? You ruined my story, boy. That makes me want to carve you up. I pre-wrote this chapter many years ago. There are only a few things that can counter me, and a haste talent such as yours is one. I have several chapters written to handle situations such as this. You're very unlikely. Oh, this is unlucky. You're very unlucky to experience one. You know the gibberish the god tier preach. Consider your weakness and overcome it. Well, I followed suit. That could be a power expanse thing too, low key. I might have to find more examples though. This was written for you. Poof. I do like the color of these visuals, by the way. Like this, the color of this, perfect. Azam's Bane. You know what's kind of funny? Like, he wrote this years ago. This is not this thing's original name. Like, he just changed the name of it just because of Azam being an asshole and like being annoying. Also, why did Brent give this nigga like black dot pupils? Brent's design for this thing is crazy. Like, this was nasty. All right, we're on to 129. Okay, or 130. This is a good session. We technically have about how many? 20? Wait, no. 19 more episodes to go, right? Yeah, we got 19 more episodes to go after this one. Hold up. Let me see. I can do 2 more streams, and I should be able to finish them up in those 2 streams. I might just call it right here, actually. I might call it right here. And say we did 129. Perfect. This is actually kind of perfect. I'm not gonna do it. Oh wait. I might change Saturday's stream. Or I'll stream for longer. I have to look at my work schedule first. Cause what time is it? Yeah, 7:20. This is good. This is a good stopping point. You know, we'll start from 1:30 next time. 1 and a question mark. Honestly, I'm satisfied. I had less points, I think, for this one. Let me see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 different points. Both good and bad things. Or it's more like notes. Like little things to note. Yeah, this was good. And then let me is it this? And then so we're like what? Not there? We're right here. So read this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, if we read 10 on what? I think I work tomorrow. So if I read 10 Thursday, I got two more. Yeah, I got 2 more streams to finish this up. Absolutely. We can do 10, y'all. With that being said, you already know the deal. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream right here. We're gonna hit up 2 more streams then. Let me check my phone real quick. Check my phone real quick. What the hell is this? Oh, I hate getting text messages from unknown numbers. It pissed me off. I had a fire little fit on today, low key. I'm trying to wear slightly more color. Oh wait. Oh, okay, actually. I work. Oh, we'll be back tomorrow, chat. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time. Around that 3:30 mark, y'all. Amazing. I thought I worked tomorrow. I didn't. So you already know the drill. As always, the stream will be up after the stream VOD will be up after the stream is over and stopped. I appreciate everybody for being here. Shout out to Brent for stopping in, even though I had to get on his ass just a little bit, just a tad small bit. But he's not ready for what I have in store. Appreciate everybody for being here. Shout out Brent for showing up, even though he didn't stay in, because he getting clowned by everybody, but not clowned in like a I gotta roast you way, clowning I just gotta tell you what it is type of way. Shout out to anybody that has liked the stream. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a great night, an amazing night. Eat something, stay hydrated. And we hit 4,000 subscribers as of an hour ago. Shout out to everybody that has subscribed. Shout out to everybody that has liked all the videos, all the streams. Everybody giving me views, comments, anything of those natures. I greatly appreciate y'all, man. I really do. Y'all helped me live a dream I didn't even know I had. With that said, I will see y'all in the next one.